This is Primetime Sports, WGNS Murfreesboro, on FM 101.9 and AM 1450 Murfreesboro, FM 100.5 Smyrna, streaming worldwide on WGNSSports.com, and always at the game. The game.
Prep sports coverage starts right now. WGNS Primetime Sports is honored to bring you the 77th season of coverage with tonight's high school sports broadcast of Rutherford County Prep Athletics. It's State Farm Prep Sports. Veteran broadcasters Brian Barrett and John Dinkins, in their 25th year together, are ready to bring you the story of tonight's contest. Here are the 2023 Tennessee Association of Broadcasters recipients for Best Sports Coverage, Brian Barrett and John Dinkins, with tonight's contest on News Radio WGNS.
Good evening, everybody. Welcome to Randy King Gymnasium. It's Oakland High School tonight, the site of our State Farm Prep Sports matchup between Oakland and Siegel. These two rivals locking horns for the second time this season as we draw nearer and nearer to the end of the regular season and basketball tournament time just around the corner. Glad you're with us here tonight on State Farm Prep Basketball. We've got Oakland Siegel tonight and lots of games going on. We're going to talk about the games that are on the schedule, kind of give you an idea of what the district standings look like right now. And because it's very important, by next week at this time, we'll have some answers, and certainly by the end of next week, we'll have the answers, because that'll be the end of the regular season. We'll talk about that with John here in just a moment on the Rick's Barbecue County Roundup, but you're listening to the Primetime Sports Countdown to Tip-Off, sponsored by the law offices of John Day. They've helped thousands of people get legal help when they've needed it the most. If you've been injured, call the law offices of John Day for a free consultation. Back in a moment with that County Roundup with John as we continue on State Farm Prep Sports.
Untangling your headphones, finding the right remote, saying goodbye to your favorite shirt that hasn't fit in 10 years. Why are simple things sometimes so complicated? Thankfully, with Auto Owners, insurance doesn't have to be one of them. Auto Owners works with independent agents who live in your community and answer when you call, so you can worry about more important things, like finding a new favorite shirt. That's simple human sense.
Rayburn Insurance in Smyrna.
Come see me, Rick Hall, at Rayburn Insurance in downtown Smyrna today.
Online at rayburn.net.
What makes Murfreesboro so vibrant? Is it regular coffee dates on Main Street? Checking in on neighbors to be sure everyone's safe? Or cheering on your favorite team? At Murfreesboro Medical Clinic, we believe it's all of these and more. The hometown medical group that genuinely cares. We deliver quality primary and specialty medical care in our community. And as the official medical group of the MTSU Athletics, we keep students and staff healthy too. Learn more at mmclinic.com or call 615-893-4480 today.
Craig's Tax Service at 142 Heritage Park Drive offers complete tax preparation, financial, and bookkeeping services.
This is Brett Craig with Craig's Tax Service. From personal tax preparation to business bookkeeping, payroll, and taxes, at Craig's Tax Service, our staff is here to help.
Get help with your taxes. Call 890-2233 for an appointment.
As a former Siegel Star football player, I know the importance of the high school sports experience. Good luck to all county student athletes.
Craig's Tax Service, 890-2233.
I'm State Farm Agent Bud Morris, and you're listening to Prep Basketball.
Time now for the Rick's Barbecue County Roundup. Rick's Barbecue has quality, fresh, never frozen meats that they smoke the old-fashioned way using real hickory wood on specially designed pits to give your smoked chicken, barbecue, pork, beef, all of that, the very best flavor. Also, give you a little pro tip here. Try the slaw dog. It's a hot dog with the mustard slaw that they make homemade there. Very good. And those loaded baked potatoes. Take your two fists and put them together, and that's probably almost the size of the potatoes. They're bigger than that. I mean, they're gigantic. Filled with the meat of your choice and all kinds of good potato toppings. That's Rick's Barbecue, ready to feed your hungry family on Warrior Drive, just off of South Church Street. John Dinkins here with me tonight. And John, I was mentioning that we're nearing the end. We're getting very, very close to the end of the regular season. There's still a lot to play for here, of course, with
well, let's clarify. We're not toward the end. We're at the end of the regular season. we've got a lot of games left.
Well, that's
with,
right.
Tournaments. You're
Regular
talking about us, just us.
No. I'm talking about the end of the regular season coming up, and teams trying to get there and get the best seed. And obviously, on the boys' side of things in District 8 4A, everybody's kind of chasing the Siegel Stars, and they have a leg up as they've beaten everybody once, and it took everything that they had to beat this Oakland team in the first matchup. It was an overtime win at their place. So we know the potential that Oakland has. If they can sneak a win out here tonight, boy, they'd put themselves in some really good shape, I think.
Yeah, it's kind of a two-team race in the boys and the girls. Siegel 5-0, Blackman 2-1. Rockville and Oakland hanging around there. They've won some games. Riverdale struggling, of course, but there's those two games. There's another matchup between Siegel and Blackman coming. And in the girls, Oakland and Blackman are kind of battling it out with everybody kind of looking up at them right now.
Right. Well, Blackman at 3-0, they still have a game to make up with Rockvale. That's going to be a big game coming up later this week, a 3-game week for the Blaze. So that's a look at what's coming up here with those teams, Oakland girls and Blackman girls. Kind of Blackman 1, Oakland 2 in the district so far, but Blackman's played one less game. Oakland made up one of their games last night with a victory over Riverdale. In fact, last night there were 4 games. Rockvale defeated Siegel in girls 72-40, and Oakland girls over Riverdale 76-34. Wilson Central beat Smyrna 59-45, and PCA over FRA 44-41. In boys, Siegel 71, Rockvale 56. So Siegel's got the 2 wins there. Oakland defeated Riverdale 76-42. It's a nice bounce-back win for Dyron Birdwell. He was up talking with us just a little bit about that, John. And if he can have his team in this rest of this week and next week put things together, there between now and next Tuesday, the hay's going to be in the barn for them, because their bye is the last game. So they won't have a game a week from this Friday in the district. So they're going to know this time next week what their seed will be.
Yeah, and they've got a tough task. They've got this game tonight, and I think they've got Blackman too.
They do.
So they've got to pull off one to be kind of secure where they are in the standings.
In District 7 4A, both boys and girls being led by the Cookeville Cavaliers. And Cookeville girls and Lebanon girls, they haven't played each other yet. Their first matchup was nixed due to the snow, and I guess they're going to make that up pretty soon. But Cookeville and Lebanon girls are both 5-0, and between them have only 8 losses. 18-3 for Cookeville, 18-5 for Lebanon. That's how tough that district is. And then you've got Stewart's Creek in a solid 3-hole, but they've lost once to Cookeville and once to Lebanon, and have to go around through that once again.
Yeah, it's a tough district. I'm telling you, and it's going to be a tough region.
Yes, it
is.
As
a result of them being in there. And we've not seen Lebanon this year, but we've seen Cookeville, and we've seen Stewart's Creek. And Stewart's Creek's pretty doggone good, and they're sitting in third in that district. So, tells you something right there.
And on the boys' side of things, Stewart's Creek boys are in third. Almost beat Cookeville at Cookeville. Took them to overtime last Friday night. So, I think the boys thing is maybe a little bit closer, but that's going to be a tough region to be matched up against for the 8-4A teams for sure. Central Magnet is in a tie in girls for the district. They actually are in second. I think their one loss is to Lawrence County, though Lawrence County is also 4-1. So I'm not 100% sure if they didn't split, and that maybe is why. The Central Magnet boys are in fourth in District 8-3A. Over in District 9-1A, Eagleville girls in the 4-team district are in third with a 1-3 record. They're in there with Moore County and Huntland. And John, I have a feeling that you can get hot toward the end and maybe improve your seed there for the Eagleville girls, possibly.
Yeah, and that's kind of that's their ammo a little bit. I mean, they've done that several years.
Yeah.
It's gotten hot, and I think they had the game, their last game, they had 3 foul outs. So, but Eagleville boys are doing well, and I don't take anything away from Eagleville girls. They'll be in that hunt, I believe.
The boys are in a tie with Fayetteville at 3-1 in the district. Fayetteville defeated Eagleville boys in overtime at Fayetteville. They still have to play one more time, and I'm sure the Eagles will have some revenge in mind. Over in Division II, Providence Christian girls and boys are tops in the district. The girls 9-0 with FRA at 7-3, tied with Middle Tennessee Christian School, who I think they still have one more meeting, but FRA won the first one. And Providence Christian 11-1 in boys. It's a tight race with BGA and Columbia Academy. MTCS boys are in last place in the district. So there you go. That is a look at the standings as we have them. And, of course, that's going to change a lot between now and then, but kind of gives you an idea of the district leaders as we see it. Well, coming up, we've got Oakland girls and Siegel girls coming up here next. The Oakland girls are 11-10 on the season. They are 4-1 in district play, while Siegel is 8-14 and 1-4 in district play. We'll have the game with the starting lineups first, and then John will have the play-by-play story for you when we come back to Randy King Gymnasium on WGNS Murfreesboro, Smyrna. Stay with us.
Shop your favorites at Dillard's, J.C. Penney, Rue 21, Hot Topic, and more. Grab a bite at Crab Fever, Sam's Sports Grill, Olive Garden, or Miller's Ale House. With more than 60 retailers, you're sure to find something that you'll love at Stones River Town Center. Find them on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram for style tips, upcoming events, and sales information. Stones River Town Center, off Old Fort Parkway in Murfreesboro. Shopping centered on you. Online at shopstonesriver.com.
Mills Family Pharmacy has served Murfreesboro and surrounding communities for nearly 2 decades, and we do more than just filling prescriptions. If you have questions about medications, we can help.
If a particular medicine needs to be compounded, can you do that?
Absolutely. Compounding gives pharmacists like Chad Mills or Craig Buckner the ability to produce a unique dosage, preservative-free and sugar-free if needed.
This is Chad Mills with Mills Family Pharmacy. We're located next to Toots South on South Church Street in Murfreesboro.
Visit millsfamilypharmacy.com.
If someone asked, "What's your more?" would you be surprised? Well, at First Bank, knowing your more is where we start. Whether it's seeing your kid's college graduation, seeing the world, or seeing the ocean from your patio, your more helps us see who you are. That's why First Bank offers you more time, more access to local lenders and leaders, more answers, and more products. So tell us, what's your more? First Bank. Bank local. Get more. Member FDIC.
You've seen the ads out there, companies wanting to buy your home. But why sell yourself short when you can get fair market value? I'm Lisa Patton. If you have an estate to settle or a home to sell, call Parks Auction. We'll work with you to sell your home or property in any condition with no costly repairs on your timeline. Why accept one offer when you can have multiple? You need Parks Auction. We look out for your best interest. Call Parks Auction today. We handle everything.
I'm State Farm Agent Celeste Middleton, and you're listening to Prep Basketball.
Well, how about some starting lineups? JHA Company, that's Josh Houston and Associates, Winners Trophies, and Fans Heating and Air, ready to bring you those starting lineups. And with that, and the play-by-play, we're going to hand it over here to John, who's got a look at all of that for you.
Yeah, I think I do. Ayana Young's going to lead off for the Siegel Stars. Number 3, a senior point guard. Izzy Hodge, number 1, another guard, 5'4" junior. Fiona Mallory, a 5'8" junior forward. Secret Grissom will start and play post. Amari Gray will be at the 3, and she's a junior and wear number 0. So it's Young, Hodge, Mallory, Grissom, and Gray for the Siegel Stars. For the Oakland Patriots, Laura Cox, number 3, is a junior guard. She'll start, along with Khalees Bass, number 11, a 5'4" senior guard. It's going to be Wisniewski, number 22, a junior. Chloe Phillips, number 40, a 5'10" senior. And I think we've got everybody. Poole, Bass, Cox, Wisniewski, and Phillips starting lineups for the Oakland Patriots. They're in the home white with blue and red trim. And Siegel going to be in the visiting blue, dark blue, navy blue, with some teal and a little white in there as well. And
John.
Siegel's going to be heading toward the swimming pool, I believe, here to open it up.
Yeah, Oakland girls, John, they're second right now in the district in the girls side of things, and I know the score says 49 whatever it was, lost to Blackman, but it was a 2-point game until, you know, Blackman put up a shot as the buzzer sounded, and a 3 went in from midcourt, so they beat them by 5 instead of 2. And so that's going to be an interesting go-around again. That comes up Friday, I think.
Well, and first things first here, Brian, Oakland cannot take Siegel for granted because Siegel's played some great games as well. And Siegel's going to open up in a 2-3 zone, which I kind of thought they would. Wisniewski over to Cox to Bass. Here's Phillips, high post, now gives it back out to Poole. Poole lobs it into Phillips, and the layup is good. Nice play, and an early basket there by Phillips. 2-0 Oakland, and they're pressing. Hodge throws it away, but knocked out of bounds by Poole. Just started. Got some popcorn and a hot dog, and Mr. Reeves is sending me a hamburger up here. I don't know why he didn't get you one. Hodge. Oh, you didn't ask for one. I think I was asking you to get me one.
Yes, you did.
Oh, people are so nice sometimes. Hodge has it right side, picked up by Bass. And now Oakland, contrast, in a man-to-man. Now they trap. They get it now, back out. Mallory saved it. A little contact there, nothing called. They get it back out to Hodge. Well, this Oakland defense is intense right now.
It sure is. And it's been very, very tight, if you will. No one's blown a whistle.
There's a long cross-court pass over to Gray. Now the jumper's up. It's no good. Rebound, Poole down with it. Got numbers. Poole going to drive, go up, lay it off the glass. Good. Poole's going to get her points, that's for sure. 4-0 Oakland. Here's Young. Over to Gray. They try to lob it down low. They do to Murray. Murray turns, spins, puts it up, and it's good. Layup by Mallory.
Mallory, John, got in foul trouble in that Riverdale game. The last time we saw Siegel actually fouled out late, and that was a big blow.
Crucial time.
Sure was.
Wisniewski to Bass, left side. Now in the corner to Poole. Long lob back out to Wisniewski. She drives. She goes up. A little short jumper, no good. Rebound picked up, and a foul as Mallory goes down.
Foul number 22.
And the foul is on Wisniewski. May have been a little frustration there as she missed the jumper. First foul, first team foul. Tuesday night in a pretty good crowd, particularly on the side where we're at. And Hodge had knocked it off of somebody, I guess Wisniewski, and it's going to be Siegel's ball. Roy Orbison, one of the officials tonight.
That's right.
He's back.
John, other games, Blackman hosting Riverdale tonight, Stewart's Creek hosting Wilson Central. It's Lebanon at Smyrna, Cookeville at Laverne, Grace Christian at MTCS, and several games going on in the county.
Grissom with a nice move to the basket is rejected. No foul. Poole, they're running. Bass over to Poole. Looks for Phillips, now finds her. Running baseline, dishes it out to Cox. Wisniewski open. No good, off the rim from about 22 feet. Down with the rebound, Mallory over to Hodge. Behind the back dribble, now she sets things up. 4-2 is our score, Oakland. I would think Oakland wants to get out and run as much as they can, wouldn't you think?
I do, and they want to try to force Siegel into some turnovers, and so far, Siegel hasn't fallen into that, but Oakland wants to score and then jump into their press.
Hodge gets an opening, puts it up, it's short. She hesitated a little bit there, Brian. I think she was going to maybe do a reverse layup, and then at the last second she decided against it. Ball goes out of bounds. Luckily for Siegel, they'll get it underneath their basket.
She really was too late to lay it up from the left block and had almost already committed to doing the reverse, and it hit up under the bottom of the rim.
Here's Hodge. Oh, she finds it open again. Shot missed. A little 8-footer. Raymond's shot to head coach of the Siegel Stars, Jessica Southern for Oakland. Here's Poole. Nice drive and nice touch. Missed it. Phillips goes up. She's fouled. These are two up-and-coming girl coaches. Put their ages together, they might equal yours.
Foul number 50, Secret Grissom. That is her first.
That was on Grissom. Raymond may have a few more years, maybe.
Yeah, he looks it.
Oh, no. Yeah. Free throw's good. Phillips has all three of the 5 Oakland points. Maya Nash is checking into the game. And Kyla Joy also in for Oakland. Phillips, free throw's good. She's got a nice touch at the line for a tall girl. Hodge, double team. Ball's just swiped away from Mallory. Bass over to Nash. Nash back to Bass. To Joy, back to Nash. Boy, they're really doing a good job of not taking just a quick shot. Trying to work the basketball around to Phillips at the foul line. Jumper rolls in. Good. Chloe Phillips with 6 now.
A lot of people, John, are showing them a zone on defense. So they've gotten a lot of practice at it and have gotten better, honestly.
And hitting Phillips there, utilizing Phillips, she's got a pretty good jump shot, particularly from that area, 10 to 12, 15 feet. Siegel will have the ball as it goes knocked out of bounds. Oakland's up in front 8-2, 3:52. I didn't tell you the time yet here in the first quarter. Now over to Mallory, takes a couple of dribbles, looks in the circle. Coming out is Gray. They'll set it back up. 8-2 Oakland. Hodge has it. Hodge and a reach-in foul. They're going to get, I think, no. It's Joy. I thought Phillips had reached in there. Lucky for her, it wasn't. So Siegel will get it side court. Hodge being guarded closely by Bass. Gray gets it down low. Mallory's shot deflected. Here they come. Bass, Nash, they're flying down. Layup good. That was pretty. And we've got a timeout on the court here as Oakland has broken out to a 10-2 lead here on State Farm Prep basketball. And we'll take 1-2. We'll be right back. If you need concrete work done, who would I call? Dan France Concrete. Here's why. He's local. He attended Walter Hill Elementary, Oakland, and MTSU. He served our community as a school resource officer for 9 years, and he's involved in the community.
This is Dan with Dan France Concrete, wishing all Rutherford County student athletes a great season. Study hard, play harder, and be safe.
Dan France Concrete is a licensed and insured residential and commercial concrete construction contractor serving Middle Tennessee. Check out danfranceconcrete.com online to see some of their work. Head over to J. Mullins Jewelry to check out their selection of rings, watches, custom designed jewelry, and much more. They're a local business located at 352 West Northville Boulevard right here in Murfreesboro. They have gifts for all occasions, weddings, graduations, anniversaries, whatever you need, you can find it at J. Mullins Jewelry. That's at 352 West Northville Boulevard or online at mullinsjewelry.com.
I'm State Farm Agent Dana Womack, and you're listening to Prep Basketball.
Welcome back. 3:15 to go here in the first quarter. Oakland leads at 10-2. Our game tonight brought to you by good neighbor State Farm Agent Emerson Williams, located in Smyrna at 199 Enon Springs Road West at Hazelwood Drive. That's State Farm Agent Emerson Williams, 615-459-2683. Siegel brings the ball up, and Brian, I think this would be time for them to get a basket. They could use one.
Well, hopefully whatever play Coach Shutt drew up here.
There's a shot that's mid. They're they're getting open. They just can't buy one. Here's Bass. Over in the corner to Nash. Back to Khalees, who drives. Floater in the lane, good. Now if she starts scoring, because she doesn't look to score, and when she does, it can be tough.
Well, they're scoring, and Siegel is not, and that's a recipe that does not look good for Siegel.
Here's Gray. Tries to get it down low, intercepted. Bass read that perfectly. Here they come. Down the floor, long pass. Nash sets it back up to Bass. Asking for Phillips to come to the foul line. Does. Phillips had it blocked. She wasn't expecting that. And now the ball stolen away. Phillips comes right back. She's got it to Bass. 2:04 to go in the first quarter. To Nash, left side. Long pass over to Bass. And they give it to Poole. Poole, lob to Phillips again. That is open, and a nice job there. Phillips has 8 here in the first quarter. You think if Poole only has 2 points, you think you might be in trouble, but not with Phillips in there. 14-2. Here's a left-handed pass by Hodge, and a whistle and a foul, a reach in on Nash.
Foul number 10, Amaya Nash. Her first personal foul.
Well, if Alana Poole does get going, John, that could be really bad for Siegel.
Changes now. Coming in, Zariah Murray is in. Wisniewski comes back in. Joy's in. Nash comes out. Using a lot of players right now. Izzy drives, and I guess Wisniewski legs were moving there. That could have gone either way. That was bang, bang, and that's 2. Second foul on her. And now Nash immediately going to have to go back in after about, 12 seconds of rest?
That's enough.
And Siegel will throw it in. That's 4 team fouls on Oakland. Hodge looks for help. Now finally, Murray didn't think it was intended for her. The ball's thrown away. Poole's got an easy layup. Good. They're feasting on turnovers right now. That's 4, 16-2. And I think they've scored on every turnover they've had. 1:08 to go here in the quarter. From Oakland High School, Oakland leads it 16-2. Hodge, left-handed dribble, throws it away. The pressure up front has really affected Siegel, moving the basketball.
Oakland also shooting, John, 7 of 11, so that's 64% from the field.
That's a result of the fast break and the easy baskets, too. Now Oakland returns the favor and throws it away. Cox. 14-point lead for Oakland with 47 seconds to go in the first. Friday night, we are at Laverne, and it's Stewart's Creek and Laverne.
Did you hear Tennessee is one of the several schools the NCAA is looking at for NIL infractions?
And oh, really?
Yeah. So all that started now.
Yeah,
with the NIL.
It's going to be a mess.
It is a mess.
Here's Gray. Feeds it to Hodge, right side for Siegel. Nash, who's a pretty good defender herself. Hodge threw it into traffic. Grissom gets it. Now vishes it back out. And the shot blocked by Gray. And here comes Oakland. Boy, they are running on every chance. Layup is up and good by Kyla Joy, her first basket. And the lead now 18-2, 7 seconds to go. Hodge walking it up with 4. I'm not sure she's aware. Now she does. Long three-pointer is up, and it's no good. And that's the end of the first quarter of play with a score. Oakland 18, Siegel 2 here on State Farm Prep Basketball.
Your home, your auto, together they're where life happens. I'm State Farm Agent Andy Wommel. It's smart to protect them together to help life go right. Give me a call at 615-890-0850 and let me help you save by combining your home and auto.
Every team knows which play can be the winning move. I'm State Farm Agent Bud Morris, here to help life go right by combining your home and auto insurance. Call me today at 615-893-1417. It's a winning move that saves you time and money.
Hey, it's Brian, sharing why First National Bank of Middle Tennessee has been my bank since opening here here in 2014. I just really want to know my bank isn't some corporate outfit out of state, but I also want online banking and a great app. Well, I get that at First National Bank of Middle Tennessee and more. You won't find better customer service either. The people. That's what makes it the best place I've banked. You don't have to settle, you know. Come on over with me to First National Bank of Middle Tennessee on Gateway and Memorial Boulevards. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
I'm State Farm Agent Ron Reeves. You're listening to Prep Basketball.
There he is, our good buddy Ron Reeves, who just brought us a hamburger up here.
Is he going to, like bring food every time?
No, he brought pizza last week. Well, I don't know. I mean, I hope
he doesn't feel obligated to do that.
Of course not. I've got my order. I sent it to him for tomorrow, for Friday. Here is Oakland with the ball, starting the second quarter, and Cox gives it in to Nash, who I'd say Nash will be playing some considerable minutes in this quarter. Wisniewski with 2 fouls. Cox fakes a pass, now stops, shoots. Her jumper's a little short, but right there to put it in is Kyla Joy. Kyla is super fast. She does a lot of those little things, garbage points. She can do a lot. Her mother was a really great athlete too. There's a long jumper, no good at Oakland. Here's Joy. Down low, Nash loses it momentarily, stayed to her feet and was able to put it in. Wow, the fast break has just been unbelievable. 22-2. And we've got a sub in here for Kimora Lyons is in for Siegel. She has the ball. Gives it over to Young. Lyons with it. Hodges taking a breather, and now a whistle and a foul, a reach in. And I think Kyla's going to be the victim here.
John, through the first quarter, Oakland 8 of 12, 67% from the field. Siegel just 1 of 9, 11%. So haven't shot the ball well. Oakland has. I mean, that's kind of a recipe for a tough night. And right now, second quarter, Oakland's already hit 2 shots and are up by 20 now.
Here's Hodge, puts it up off the glass, no good, but draws a foul. Foul is on Zariah Murray. That's her first. Now, when you play that aggressive defense, a lot of times you're going to pick up some fouls. Wisniewski with 2, Joy with 2. Hodge at the line, it's up and good. Her first points of the night, only 3 points for Siegel total. And the second shot is no good. But a rebound and a nice put up there by Mallory. I think Oakland kind of gave up on that one.
Well, Poole had it in her hand, and Mallory, I think, knocked it away or knocked it out of her hand enough to be able to put it in the hole.
Here's Bass to Cox, fakes the shot, gives it to Poole, over the corner to Nash.
That ended a drought of about 6 minutes and 32 seconds, John, scoring drought.
Feed at the foul line, and coming away with it is Murray. Now out to Laura Cox, and she hits a first bank 3. Now, if you're Siegel, you're sitting there going, you're trying to avoid that outside shot, and what do? They hit one. First bank 3, first points for Cox. Here comes Hodge. Siegel really struggling offensively right now. And with it now is Lyons. Ball stolen away. The pass is deflected. Here comes Poole, puts it up with the right hand and lays it in, and she's fouled. 6 points for Poole. She's going to the free throw line. Getting ready to check in is Aubrey Carroll. She's a freshman. Phillips getting ready to check back in too, who had 8 first quarter points. Lyons coming out.
I think Oakland right now, John, Oakland girls are playing their best ball right now.
Nash tips it out, but it's saved by Hodge. Hodge trying to work one-on-one with Bass, turns, shoots. Bass blocked it, knocked out of bounds. Khalees Bass is just like glue on Izzy Hodge right now. Siegel will throw it in. Phillips is back in the game. Poole going to take a breather. 27-5 Oakland. Siegel with the ball. Here's Mallory driving, Nowhere to go. She drives into the basket. Shot is partially blocked or just lost it. Cox has a rebound for Oakland. Puts it in the corner to Nash. Nice fake. Gives it over to Murray. Into Phillips. Shot won't go. Nice ball movement. They don't get anything out of it. 5:16 to go in the half. Hodge dribbles in. Now comes back out. Gives it over to Murray. And Brian, I don't think Siegel's playing particularly well right at the start of this game. I mean,
no, they haven't.
They're not. Here's Carroll. Long jumper's no good. Rebound coming away with his Bass again. She's been everywhere tonight. Bass flips it. Cox from the corner. Swish again. First bank three for Cox. She's got 6.
Well, now they're warming up from the outside, John. So
what do you do?
Yeah.
30-5 the score, Oakland. Here's Hodge. Stop, shoots. Nice bank shot off the glass from about 10.
That is not a shot that is an in thing anymore, but
I love that shot.
I do too.
Here's Cox. They really love the corner, though. Everybody loves the corner, and I hate the corner. Shot up, no good. Phillips keeps it alive, and putting it up in alertly is Murray. Siegel not getting a lot of rebounds either.
No, out-rebounded 11-5 right now.
32-7, 3:56 to go here in the first half. Here's a long feed into Mallory. And a jumper hits the wire, and it's going to be out of bounds. Next to me on the left here is Allie Hopkins. Are you Allie? Which one are you? Okay. She is the manager, and she's had a couple of ACL surgeries, but she does a great job as manager. Ansley, right? Okay. Yeah, it's Jennifer's kids. That's all I know. They're Jennifer's kids. Here's a bouncer down low to Phillips. Shot no good. And a foul called on the rebound. I think Poole's going to go to the line here.
And she can use technology, unlike her mother.
Whoa, that was cold. I don't remember her mother using technology at all in school. I don't. You know, yeah, but of course I didn't remember you either. We didn't have any technology. What am I talking about? Free throw is up and good by Poole. She's got 7.
Jennifer still uses a typewriter.
Anyway, she was a good basketball player too, and the old knees, they can be unforgiving, but she's turned it around and become the best manager in the world, right? There you go. Here's Hodge, long jumper for 3, in and out, rebound picked up by Oakland. Here's Cox. Laura, long lob, Poole. That's just unfair, that pass. Poole to Phillips, back out. The shot is good. And she just came in to the game, too, and that's Emma Lakes. And that is a 3 for her.
This is kind of like, John, the perfect storm for Oakland. And
yeah, it is. Mallory in the corner. Poole forces her outside, and the ball's tipped around, and here comes Poole again. She's been everywhere. 3-on-1, bounce pass, Bass. Little jumper, no good. Poole there to put it back in. 10 points for Poole. 39-7, Oakland. Here's Hodge. Oakland trying to find something to stop the bleeding here. There's a jumper. Nope, stopped, faked, and now gives it back out. And here's a drive down inside, and it's knocked away by Gray. Oakland running again. And Cox tried to put it off the left glass, but Poole is just like a Pac-Man getting rebounds. 12 points for her. 41-7. Hodge working one-on-one. Now it stops, gives it back out to Carroll, and she double dribbles.
John, right now the turnovers are killing Siegel. They've got 9.
Yeah. And again, we mentioned I guess they've scored almost on every turnover, just about, except that one. But it will be their basketball.
And they're only 3 of 15 from the field shooting, and they have really struggled. And Oakland, on the other hand, has just hit about everything.
Here's Bass to Lakes. And the newcomer in just handling the ball right there is Seibert. They get it down to Poole. Flips it back out to Seibert. Back out. 1:10 to go. They may hold for the last shot here. And I believe they will. Seibert over in the corner to Poole. Back out to Bass. Lob inside the Poole. She dishes it back out. Lake says she's going to pop it. No good. Rebound. Siegel with 45 seconds to go. Hodge dishes back out. Here's the long shot. Up no good by Gray. Rebound and a travel. And the travel was on Kyla Dowdy, who checked in just a minute ago. And it's time for Oakland to have the ball back with a 34-point lead. 30 seconds to go here in the half. We'll have stats for you coming up at halftime. And the pass now goes to Lakes. Back out. Bass flips it back. Lakes going to pop again. No good this time. And out of bounds. See if that ball goes to Siegel, and it will, with 8 seconds left. Give it to Hodge. Down low, and a nice move by Mallory, but can't get it to fall. That's been an issue too. They've had some shots. They just haven't been able to connect them. And we're at halftime with the score. Oakland 41, the Lady Stars of Siegel 7. You're listening to State Farm Prep Basketball. We're at halftime.
What makes Murfreesboro so vibrant? Is it regular coffee dates on Main Street? Checking in on neighbors to be sure everyone's safe? Or cheering on your favorite team? At Murfreesboro Medical Clinic, we believe it's all of these and more. The hometown medical group that genuinely cares. We deliver quality primary and specialty medical care in our community. And as the official medical group of the MTSU Athletics, we keep students and staff healthy too. Learn more at mmclinic.com or call 615-893-4480 today.
Hello friends, Lenny Farmer with Jennings & Ayers Funeral Home. More than I can count, we have taken care of families who were totally caught off guard with the passing of a loved one. There are so many details to tie up, it really can be overwhelming. Again, more than I can count are the comments from families who have pre-planned and pre-funded their or their loved one's funeral, saying, "It would have been a financial hardship had we not." Let me help you pre-plan. Call me at 615-893-2422.
Hi, this is Dan Mitchell from Music World and Drummers Den. We offer a good assortment of everything. We have new guitars, Gill, Siegel, Godin, lots of brands, vintage guitars. We have everything you need, keyboards, drums, every instrument you can think of. We would welcome you to come in and look around, see what you can find that you have to have. The Music World and Drummers Den is located at 2762 South Church Street, right across from Indian Hills Golf Course.
Hey, I'm Jack Hayes, here with my dad Nick and my granddad Pops.
Don't feel like cooking dinner tonight? Download Uber Eats and search for Toots. Check out Toots on Uber Eats today. You can order our full menu. Just download the Uber Eats app and search for the Toots nearest you to have it delivered fast and fresh to your door.
At Toots Restaurants, our quality has not changed.
Our portions have not changed.
Our products have not changed.
Good food and fun. I'm State Farm Agent Emerson Williams, and you're listening to Prep Basketball.
Back here at Oakland High School and Randy King Gymnasium, it's been all Oakland here in the first half in this girls' game. It's a 41-7 halftime lead for the Oakland Lady Patriots. And first of all, let's take a look at the scoring. All of the stats that we give you each and every night. All the games, boys games, girls games, halftime, post game, all the stats are brought to you by JH8 Company, that's Josh Houston and Associates, along with Winners Trophies and Fans Heating and Air. Here we go. For Siegel, Fiona Mallory with 4 points, that's 2 field goals. Izzy Hodge with a field goal and a free throw, and that is the scoring for Siegel. For Oakland, Alana Poole has 12 points on the night. She's the leading scorer. She had 8 points in the second quarter alone. 8 first quarter points for Chloe Phillips. 3 points for Emma Lakes. 4 points apiece for Maya Nash and Kayla Joy. 2 first bank threes for Laura Cox, and Zariah Murray has a field goal for 2 points. That's your scoring. When we come back, we will take a look at the team stats, which are very telling here tonight on why Oakland is up 41-7 at halftime. You're listening to State Farm Prep Sports.
Here at Bud's Tire, we make buying Michelin tires simpler. I'm Allison Mitchell with Bud's Tire Pros. We offer a straightforward approach to service, including nationwide warranties with every purchase. Stop in today to see our full lineup of Michelin and BF Goodrich tires. For whatever you drive, Michelin and BF Goodrich have a tire to fit any need. Bud's Tire Pros, hassle-free, guaranteed. We're located on East Main Street, exactly 3 miles from the town square, 1 mile past Rutherford Boulevard. Visit us online at budstirepros.tn.com.
When Rutherford Countyans think of insurance professionals, they think Rayburn Insurance Agency at 200 South Lowry in Smyrna, meeting the needs of thousands of customers since 1973. You can trust Rayburn Insurance with all your needs, a place where customer service really matters. It's personal with Rayburn Insurance, as fans of local sports, as friends, and as insurance professionals. Check them out at rayburn.net or call 615-459-4145. Rayburn Insurance, for business, auto, home, and life insurance.
For more than 36 years, Wilson Bank & Trust has been proud to serve communities all across Tennessee. As an independent local bank, we provide banking products competitive with large banks, but delivered with personalized local service. Wilson Bank & Trust has been community-focused since 1987 and looks forward to many more. Discover the power of local community banking that truly makes a difference. Give us a call or come on by any of our local 30 locations or visit wilsonbank.com to learn more. Member FDIC.
Life changes, then it changes again. Hi, I'm Edward Jones Financial Advisor Lee Colvin. A job loss, change in health, or loss of a loved one can have a big impact on your family's financial security. Let's work together to help make sure that you're equipped for life's unexpected events. Stop by our office in the Public Shopping Center on South Rutherford Boulevard or give us a call at 615-907-7056 for an appointment. Edward Jones, Making Sense of Investing, member SIPC.
I'm State Farm Agent Andy Womack, and you're listening to Prep Basketball.
Well, let's grab a look here at your halftime stats, team stats. And these are all in red, white, and blue here for you because Oakland jumped out to an 18-2 lead at the end of the first. And after a 23-5 second quarter, they lead it 41-7 here at halftime. Siegel has turned the ball over 10 times to Oakland's 1. And that was very early in the first quarter. Free throw shooting, Oakland 4 of 5, 80%. Siegel 1 of 2, 50%. Rebounds, Oakland has done a really good job on the boards, especially on their offensive end. Alana Poole has just made a living tonight, picking up the rebounds after a missed shot and putting it in. 15 rebounds for Oakland, 7 for the Lady Stars of Siegel. And this is kind of where the rubber meets the road. Field goal shooting, Oakland's having one of their better nights. Siegel having one of their worst nights. 17 of 29 for Oakland. That's 59% shooting in the first half for Oakland. 2 first bank threes for the Lady Patriots. For Siegel, just 3 of 16, 19%. And the number, you take into account the turnovers as well, and 13 more shots for Oakland from the field. Siegel has 10 turnovers. So Usually the rule of thumb is for every turnover, that's at least one shot attempt you can take away. So there you go. A look at your stats. Got a second here to check the scoreboard. And at the half, just got this one in thanks to Jeff Shipley, who is at Smyrna this evening. And the halftime score is Lebanon 39, Smyrna 19. All right. So that halftime score, Lebanon 39, Smyrna 19. The only other score that I have been able to find so far is Stewart's Creek 20, Wilson Central 17, and that was in the second quarter. If we can find any additional scores, we'll be sure to rustle those up for you, okay? Well, stay with us. When we come back, we'll have your second half action here from Oakland High School and Randy King Gymnasium. Again, your score at the half, Oakland 41, Siegel 7 on State Farm Prep Sports.
With over 80 years of service under our belt at Roscoe Brown, we can help ensure your home's HVAC unit keeps you warm and that your pipes don't burst. Through preventative checkups and repairs, we provide our customers with a worry-free winter. I guess you could say we've weathered a few winter wonderlands over the years. Turn to the experts. Turn to Roscoe Brown.
Roscoe Brown. RoscoeBrown.com.
This is a paid legal ad.
Hi, this is John Day of the Law Offices of John Day. I've lived and worked as a lawyer in Middle Tennessee for over 30 years, and to me, every single day has been an honor. That's why our firm is so involved with community programs like bicycle helmet giveaways and our Safe Ride Home program. At the Law Offices of John Day, we're not just looking to make donations. We want to make a difference in the community we hold so dear. And if you're ever injured, know that we are here for you too.
We're at Rick's Barbecue on Warrior Drive, talking with Anne-Marie Brents.
When people walk in and they're like, tell me what's good, I usually tell them the loaded baked potato, which is a fully loaded potato with the butter, sour cream, cheese, bacon, and chives, and then we put meat on top of it.
At Rick's, they use the largest potatoes you can find.
Every Tuesday we run a special on the loaded potatoes. We call it Tater Tuesday, and we sell a lot of potatoes.
Barbecue, smoked chicken, ribs, they've got it all at Rick's Barbecue, 212 Warrior Drive, and online at ricksbbq.com.
Dr. Automotive is the cure for your car. Brothers Danny and Randy Brewer have been providing Rutherford County with ASE certified auto repair for nearly 20 years. You'll receive courteous and friendly customer service every time. Why? Because we grew up here and you are our neighbors. Foreign and domestic auto repair and maintenance on Hazelwood Drive in Smyrna, just off I-24. SmyrnaAutorepair.com, 615-220-0971. Just ask for Danny.
I'm State Farm Agent Bud Morris, and you're listening to Prep Basketball.
We're back here at Oakland, about ready to get this second half underway. Just got in an update from Stewart's Creek Wilson Central. That game just went to halftime. Stewart's Creek taking on a pretty good Wilson Central team, and it's Stewart's Creek by 2 at the half, 28-26. All right. That is a look at the scoreboard. As we get more scores, we'll pass them along. But John's got the second half here for you, along with the play-by-play story and your starting lineups.
All right, thanks, Bubba.
Bubba?
We've got Izzy Hodge, we've got Gray, we've got Grissom, Mallory, and Ignatz is in the game for Siegel to start the second half. First shot's missed, rebound Oakland. Cox is in. Same starters for the start of the game. Wisniewski gives it back out to Bass. Over to Phillips, to Poole. If the score continues at this way, I guess you'll see more coming off that Oakland bench. Bass has it. This is the kind of game, though, even if you've got a big lead, you want to try to play your starters.
Sure.
You know, as much as you can. Bass to Poole. They try to do high-low, and they can't get it to work. Wisniewski stops, shoots, 15-foot jumper, good. Wisniewski with the basket. She's a junior, and she's just getting better each and every week. Hodge has it. They have really focused their attention on Izzy Hodge tonight. Gray with it. Looks for help. Nowhere to go. Mallory comes out and saves her. Back out. Flips it out. Hodge has it in the front court. Behind the back dribble. gives it down low. She feeds it to Grissom, and she struggled tonight and hasn't got a lot of foul help either. Nobody calling a foul on that. Phillips has it down low for Oakland, and she scores. And Chloe's having a good night. 10 points now for her. 6:19 to go in the third. Gray walked, according to Roy. Doesn't he look like Roy Orbison? He does, doesn't he? Look.
You got it.
Yeah.
Anything you need.
All right, get back to the game. Bass has it right side. Oh, nice fake. Stops. Floating jumper in the lane, no good. Phillips reaches down, gets it, puts it up, and she is fouled. Phillips with 12 now. 47-7. Siegel not being able to compete with them on the boards, especially on the offensive end. Phillips with the free throw. It's up, and it is good. Chloe, I think, is perfect at the line tonight. She's got 13. 48-7. Gray to Hodge, pops a three, it's short. Rebound, saved by Mallory. Good hustle. Now you're down 48-7, and you see a girl go into the seats to get a ball. That's Raymond's shot's got him playing, you know?
Well, I mean, sometimes things obviously don't go your way, but you can always play hard. And
Brian, we've been doing these games for how long? 25 at least.
Yeah.
For the consecutive weeks, we've seen a ball come over from we're on the where they have the auxiliary gym. That's the second time in a week. I don't think I've ever seen it before.
I don't remember it.
Hodge intercepts. She's got some numbers. Let's see what Izzy does. She's going to drive, goes up, reverses hands, and she's drawing a foul. That foul is on Bass. So Izzy Hodge is going to go to the free throw line. Izzy tonight with 3 points. I said Mary Ignatz is in the game as well, number 10 for Siegel. Well, I've got a confession.
Yeah?
You know, I've told you I've tried all kinds of pins. Hodge's free throw is good. I've gone back to the flare pin, the Papermate flare. I'm all in. I'm never gonna stray again.
Never changing.
It's like a divorce. I'm never gonna stray again. Never gonna get away from them. Now that's just in basketball. And Phillips, I believe, bounced the ball on the inline. Yeah, I've tried all kinds of things, but just basketball only. It's going to be Papermate flare. Well, I know America's going to rest better tonight knowing that.
They are good. Have you tried the bold flare pins?
No, I've not.
Well,
what is that? What do you mean? What's bold? Bass,
they're new.
Gets it to Poole, turn around, floater, jumper, good. Poole, her first basket of the second half. She's got 14. Izzy Hodge has it. Crossover dribble to the left side. Takes a few dribbles. Just trying to find somebody to try to open it up inside. And Oakland's in a zone now.
It's the flare bold right here in the color that you're using.
Yeah. Ignatz from the corner, no good, off the rim, no good. Rebound, picked up. A little round for me. There's a Poole, jumper, no good. Phillips with another rebound. Can't get it to fall, and Grissom comes down with it. I just have to be more accurate, it looks like. I don't know. Mallory drives, baseline, put it up, get in there. No, it's no good. Phillips with the rebound to Bass. Boy, Siegel just cannot buy one tonight. It's like you said, the perfect storm.
You know, I figured up over the years, John, that we've made about $15 a season because we spend it all on pins.
Poole, you're right. Poole has a little jumper to turn around, no good. Down with the rebound of Grissom, over to Hodge. Hodge, stutter step, puts it up from the left block, no good. Floated it with the left hand. And Bass with the rebound. Bass to Poole. Now this is a game, if you're Raymond Schott, you're going to tell your girls, number one, it wasn't our night.
Right.
But number two, you didn't stop hustling. But just a kind of a combination, just kind of snowballed on them. Hodge has it, dribbling right at the O of Patriots from Randy King Gymnasium on the campus of Oakland High School. Seibert has come in, Cox back in, and here's another steal. Seibert drives and a whistle and a foul. She's going to shoot two, the foul.
Well, John, as you know, I've
going to be on Gray.
Rearranged and cleaned my office at the station, and I've got 2 drawers full of pins. I've got to figure out how to organize. That's going to be an all-day job, I think.
Free throw is good by Seibert. Well, one thing you can do is you take little pieces of shoe boxes and you fold them and divide them and you put them in little sections in a desk drawer.
Oh, shoe box, huh?
Yeah, you got to use a lot of tape, though. Free throw, second one good. Seibert with a pair of free throws, and it's 52-8. 2:52 to go. Hodge, almost walked over to Gray. Gray. Over to Hodge. Hodge drive. Puts it up with the left hand and scores. Izzy Hodge with 6. She leads Siegel, but they only have 10 here.
Yeah, that's their first field goal in this quarter.
Siegel in a zone. Murray down low to Wisniewski. Flips it out to Cox. Cox back out to Nash to Wisniewski. Down low, Murray. Here's Wisniewski for 3. It's good. That can shoot. 5 points for Wisniewski. 55-10. Hodge lobs it over to Mallory. Mallory finds a little bit of an opening, and she walked before she got the shot off. It seems to me, Brian, Siegel may be forcing a little bit too much tonight. I mean,
yeah,
can't seem to get a rhythm.
And turnovers have not helped in that. It's like they're going too fast for their own good sometimes.
Here's Cox, has it for Oakland. Bounce pass, now dribbles back to the right side. Long lob into Wisniewski. Back out to Seibert. Nash. Boy, they're passing the ball so well tonight. Here's Murray with a jumper. It's good. Zaria Murray, that's 4 for her. Everybody getting in on the action.
John, you're going to look at this score, and way back are the memories, John, but just back on January 12th.
Jumper by Hodge, off the rim, no good. Wisniewski down with the rebound. Here comes Oakland.
Siegel only lost to Oakland by 6 at Siegel just a few weeks back.
And you've got Snead out, which really hurts them.
Yep.
Wisniewski for 3, gunning it, no good. Rebound, coming away with it is Gray.
But Jessica Southern has these Lady Pats playing very, very well right now.
And defensively is the biggest part of it.
And Poole had just gotten back into the flow of things too early in January. So
here's Lyons, who's checked in to Mallory. Drives baseline, gives it to Grissom. Secret didn't shoot. And that shot is up and good by Gray. May have been a walk, but not with a 57-12 lead with 4 seconds to go in the third. Here's Nash. Flips it. They don't get the shot off in time. That's the end of the third quarter of play with our score, Oakland girls 57, Siegel 12 here on State Farm Prep Basketball.
Since 1966, Vans Heating and Air has been a symbol of quality for Murfreesboro and Rutherford County. For friendly, complete service on Amana, Bryant, or American Standard Heating and Air products, Vans will do it all. Sell you your choice of products and then install it with their factory-trained, experienced professional staff. In the unlikely event you need service, Vans will be there with trained technicians. Vans Heating and Air is located on Jayhawk Court. Call 615-893-9900 7930. Fans Heating and Air.
Each team knows which play can be the winning move. I'm good neighbor State Farm agent Celeste Middleton, and I'd love the opportunity to talk to you about combining your home and auto insurance. Call me at 615-895-2700, and I can save you time and money.
It's not just a home or a car. I'm State Farm agent Dana Womack. We see your home and car as the time and memories you put into them. Give me a call at 615-900-0877 and let me help you give them the protection they deserve.
I'm State Farm agent Celeste Middleton, and you're listening to Prep Basketball.
Our game tonight brought to you in part by JHA Company. That's Josh Houston and Associates. Little Caesars Pizza, Rayburn Insurance Agency in Smyrna, and our friends at Las Casas Feed Supply.
I'm assuming we'll have a running clock here in the fourth quarter. It'll be Hodge, Mallory, Gray, Grissom, and who else here? We got a new one, I think. Yes, Zaria White is in the game for Siegel. And Nash, Seibert, Cox, Joy, and Murray in for Oakland, and I would say you will see them for quite a bit of the rest of this quarter. A little bit of the younger version. Down low they go to Murray. Feed to Seibert. That play's been working all night long. Murray with 6. 59-12. Gray has it for Siegel. Hodge. And the ball's intercepted. Murray has it and loses the ball. And I'm sorry, that was Joy who had it for a moment. We got a boys game coming up too.
They called a foul there.
Well, she did kind of get hammered. Cox has it. 59-12, Oakland. Joy. Over to Cox. Hodge playing some tough D on her. Nash has it for a moment. I'm thinking everyone that's played for Oakland, and there's Cox with a 3. Wow. I bet Jessica Southern's kind of wishing they'd save a little bit of this for Friday. 9 points for Laura. And right side it goes. Left side to Hodge. Pops for 3. Oh, in and out. And the rebound. Joy just streaks by everybody, lays it up. Good, and she's fouled. My goodness. What a play by Kyla Joy. And she's going to go to the free throw line. That was on Hodge. She did all she could do.
3 for 3, John.
Lake's coming back in. Poole coming back in. Murray goes out, and so does Nash. 5:55 to go. Now, Jessica Southern subbed everybody. She just doesn't have, a large amount of players. Poole down with the rebound as the free throws missed. That is Siegel's night wrapped up right there. Cox. Poole says, I'm going to shoot one, and it's short. Rebound, Gray. And gives it off to Hodge. 5:36 to go here in the game. Boys, I think you can hear us warming up behind us.
And Raymond Shutt's kind of in the same situation as well. His starters are still in there.
And a shot up, no good by Mallory. And Seibert does go in and score. She's a sophomore. They're young. Oakland's young. And Siegel's, for the most part, they've got 2 seniors, but they're really young. Grissom has it. Grissom is one of those seniors. Hodge is fouled. And the foul going to be on Cox. It is funny how though you'll have some games where a team it'll be a close game, and then the next time they meet, for whatever reason, the forces be, the moon aligned is right or something, that it turns out to be a pretty big defeat. Shot up by Graves, missed and out of bounds. But I've seen so many of Siegel's shots go in and out like that tonight.
Yeah, they've just, John, they're kind of in a bit of a slump. They had a tough time, lost that game with Riverdale the other night. They've just not been getting the lucky roll of late.
4 minutes to go. That rebound corralled by Poole. Here's Seibert. A little short jumper, no good. Gray comes up with it. I think Kyla Joy is going to be marked with that foul. I think Kyla's mother probably was a fouler too. I don't know. Kenya, she played softball many years for me, and
you said she fouled every time she got in the game.
Well, I don't know. I never saw her really. I didn't see her play basketball. I've just seen her play softball. Tremendous athlete. Whined a lot while she played for me. Here's Hodge. Drive, stops, jumper, short. Rebound, Poole. 3:20 to go. Poole just driving down the lane and lays it up and in. And time to let a sub come in. Aubrey Carroll coming in for Siegel, and coming in for is Murray for Poole, and that will probably end Poole's night. 68-12. And the ball stolen away. It's turnover. Seibert scores.
You're going to have some folks for Oakland who've scored maybe more points than they've scored in.
I think everybody that has been in the game has played, that has actually been in the game, has scored at least 2. There's a drive, and a nice drive by Gray. Shot won't go. Gets another shot at a 3. It's short. Battle for it. Carroll had it. Probably should have gone up with it there, but she does dish it out. And here's Gray. Shot no good. End of the game, by the way, is McKenna Palmer for Siegel. Wisniewski for 3 off the rim, no good. Battle for it. Lakes has it. To Cox. To Seibert. Shot good.
Well, Seibert's having herself a really good game.
She's just a sophomore. And a timeout on the court. And it gives us a time to talk about our friends, which we haven't tonight.
I know.
We've been slacking.
And they've been waiting. And that's Stan Vaughn.
I don't like to make them wait.
Well, no. These are guys that don't wait, because they're going to.
There hasn't been many timeouts, though, in all fairness.
That's only the second timeout in this game. These guys aren't going to make you wait for sure. Stan Vaughn and Bob Bugg. Let them take the stress out of your real estate sale. Residential, commercial, farms, land, they do it all. And they know how to do it because they've been doing it for so long. They've got experience, so put their market experience to work for you. Get the most money in the shortest amount of time. They'll handle everything at Parks Auction. With Bob Bugg and Stan Vaught, you can consider it sold online at parksauction.com.
Well, we're winding it down here. 1:42 to go. 72-12. Siegel. Ignatz over to Carroll. Ball's thrown away, and Oakland come away with it. And let me get some names in here if I can. I think Kilborn is in the game for Siegel. Here's a jumper from the corner. Wisniewski in and out. Rebound, Ignatz. She's going to bring it down herself and loses the ball. And here comes Murray. Stops, layup, no good. Rebound, Seibert there again. Boys game to follow. That'll be about 15 minutes after the conclusion of this one, which is going to be pretty quick. So if you're used to a boys game being about 7:30, you better get ready for the contest being a little early tonight. And there's a shot, good. By Zoria White, her first basket. So good for her tonight. 36 seconds. Brian Oakland going to move to 5-1 in district play.
Yep, got a big one coming up on this very gym with Blackman. And that's going to be for at least a share of first place if they could pull out the victory against Blackman with just one more game to go after that. So a big game coming up on Friday night.
Clock's going to hold it, and that's going to do it as the clock's going to run off. Our final score in this game tonight, Oakland girls 74, and the Siegel Lady Stars 14. We're going to be back. The Ideas Tees Between Game show coming up next here on State Farm Prep Basketball.
Shop your favorites at Dillard's, J.C. Penney, Rue 21, Hot Topic, and more. Grab a bite at Crab Fever, Sam's Sports Grill, Olive Garden, or Miller's Ale House. With more than 60 retailers, you're sure to find something that you'll love at Stones River Town Center. Find them on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram for style tips, upcoming events, and sales information. Stones River Town Center, off Old Fort Parkway in Murfreesboro. Shopping centered on you. Online at shopstonesriver.com.
Whether you're a student, alumni, or just a fan, Raider Tees has exactly what you need to help you cheer on the Blue Raiders on game days and every moment in between. We sell officially licensed Blue Raider gear, whether it's clothing, hats, flags, chairs, or just whatever. We have it all, including exclusive gear you won't find anywhere else. Like us on Facebook for updates on new Blue Raider gear and special prices or discounts. For all your Blue Raider gear, shop Raider Tees today. Bigger, better, and go blue!
First National Bank of Middle Tennessee is dedicated to our community. Hi, I'm John Dietrich, Senior Vice President and Commercial Banker at our 1708 Gateway Boulevard location in Murfreesboro. Let me help you purchase, finance, or build with local people and local decisions. As a lifelong Murfreesboro resident, I'm committed to our town and your financial needs. Look us up at fnbmt.com. First National Bank of Middle Tennessee, Equal Housing Lender, member FDIC, NMLS number 401715.
Mills Family Pharmacy has served Murfreesboro and surrounding communities for nearly 2 decades. From a simple prescription refill, an over-the-counter remedy, to a compounded prescription, Mills Family Pharmacy can help.
This is Chad Mills with Mills Family Pharmacy. Come on down and see us. We're located next to Toots South on South Church Street in Murfreesboro. We'd love to have you.
At Mills, we also offer a medication delivery service. Learn more by visiting us online at millsfamilypharmacy.com.
This is a paid legal ad.
You've probably heard it a million times. If you're injured, call a lawyer. And you probably haven't because you don't know how much it will cost, how long it will take, or even if you have a case. At the law offices of John Day, we provide a free initial consultation because we understand that folks don't want to pay a lawyer only to find out they don't have a case. If you think we can help, we do so on a contingency basis, which means we only get paid if you do. Seriously injured? Call me, John Day.
So what if your roommate decides to microwave a metal mixing bowl and set your apartment on fire? I'm State Farm Agent Ron Reeves. Auto, renters, frankly, any kind of insurance. I've got your back. Call me at 615-873-1700.
Renters, when you combine State Farm auto and renters insurance, you save an average of $642. I'm State Farm Agent Emerson Williams, and I'm ready to help you combine auto and renters insurance and save. Call me at 615-459-2683.
I'm State Farm Agent Dana Womack, and you're listening to Prep Basketball.
Welcome back. We're between games here. We call that the Ideas Tees Between Game show.
Already?
Already.
It's not even, it's just like right past 7 o'clock.
Well, when the clock's running, you know,
yeah,
things go fast. Oakland girls a winner tonight, 74-14. And with disregard to the score, Siegel had some turnovers, but Siegel's a good ball club, Brian. I mean, they're pretty good. And Oakland just came out here, though, and just ran and stole the ball and went moving the basketball down the floor, maybe one of their better games. Not a good game for Siegel, but a good basketball team can get beat pretty badly if they're not playing well and the other team is playing pretty much perfect.
Well, as I said during the course of the game, John, Oakland was playing maybe as good as we've seen them play, you know, and have been playing well coming into this game. And Siegel has struggled a little bit coming into this game, missing Jasmine Sneed. Last game they got beat by Riverdale last week, and you know Mallory got in foul trouble, and so they were kind of going the opposite way. And when you have teams like that meet, sometimes things like this happen, and that's exactly what we saw here tonight.
Kind of has to do with momentum, you know.
Yep.
Well, this is the Ideas Tees Between Game show, and the Ideas Tees always has momentum. They're the place in Rutherford County for school spirit wear, screen printing, embroidery, specialty items, and more. Plus, you can buy all of your officially licensed MTSU Blue Raider merchandise from Raider Tees. For tees, polos, hats, and more, you can go down and visit their showroom at 910 Ridgely Road, and just turn off Broad Street between Chewy's and Chili's. And they can put your logo on just about anything. You stop in and see how they can help you promote your favorite team, workplace, or organization. Or you can find out more online at idiztees.com, which I do frequently, to see what's kind of up and coming.
Yeah, I went by there, and John gave me a
Not this John.
No,
that John.
yeah, John Brockwell gave me a catalog so I can look through, and made us some nice WGNS hats. And Teresa made sure that she set one aside for yours, for you.
Yeah, big head size.
Yeah.
It's okay. I'm okay with it.
They were sharp too, weren't they?
Yeah, they're really beautiful. Yeah. And so appreciate them. And let's talk about, I guess, our Dr. Automotive Players of the Game, which, you know, looking at it, you can go with Poole with 16, go with Phillips with 13. I thought Phillips kind of set it going early.
Yeah.
And Seibert came off the bench, scored 10 tonight. But you know who impressed me more than anybody?
Who's that?
Now don't freak out. Khalees Bass.
Yeah.
I thought she set the tempo of that game, and she put a lot of pressure on Siegel, one of their top players, and Izzy Hodge. And I think she just kind of set the bar.
Caused a lot of turnovers on the defensive side, and she really didn't have to score a lot.
No, but can I give it to her?
Well, you can do whatever you want.
She had 2 points, but I'm telling you, she had probably 14 assists tonight. Khalees Bass, especially on that fast break. Honorable mention, though, to Chloe and Alana. For Siegel, Izzy Hodge, who had a tough night tonight. She scored 6 points, but she is their floor leader. And they couldn't get anybody open tonight, so she had to put a lot of the burden on herself. And so I'm going to go with Izzy for Siegel tonight. And that's your Dr. Automotive Players of the Game. Dr. Automotive provides local car owners with excellent auto repair service from ASC certified mechanics and master mechanics. Brothers Danny and Randy Brewer and their staff at Dr. Automotive are fully equipped to serve your vehicle repair and maintenance needs. They're on Hazelwood Drive in Smyrna and online at autorepairsmyrna.com. Keys to the game, Brian? I think open and whistle, really.
Well, one of the stats that I wrote down, John, it was 18-2 after the end of the first quarter, but Oakland just kind of kept that going, and they won the second quarter 23-5, and they continued to build on that lead. And one thing, if there's one stat that kind of jumps out here, it's the rebounds. Oakland doubled up the amount of rebounds, and Alana Poole made 11 tonight off a rebound and putbacks.
Yeah, and turnovers killed Siegel, too.
They did. They had 18 of them tonight. So
and Siegel and Oakland, with as much as they run in, had 3. Wow.
That's all. Yep.
All right, that's your Dr. Automotive Players of the Game. And Dr. Automotive provides local car owners with excellent auto repair services from ASC certified mechanics and master mechanics. They'll go by and see Dr. Automotive. Well, I was on Craig's Tax Service. I'm sorry. Keys to the game. Tax laws. You know what? It's time for tax laws. I mean, it's time to abide the tax laws.
Pay the tax man. He cometh.
You know, there's some senators that just want to get rid of the IRS. Just do a straight 5% tax on everybody.
Wow.
On everybody.
Okay. Well, I'm for getting rid of the IRS.
You like that part up. You like that part to the other. Yeah.
Yeah.
Tax laws can be very confusing. It makes sense to get help with your taxes. Craig's Tax Service specializes in personal and business tax preparation, financials, and bookkeeping services. Call them today at 615-890-2233.
If you had like 5 kids like Raymond Shutt does, and that's 35% tax. You have to tax those kids too, right?
Oh, gosh. You got a death wish for people. Jeez.
Well, I'm just saying.
But I think the problem with that is, you know, you have rich and you have
sure.
And everybody do 5% is that, you know,
right.
You know how they are.
The
argument that's been there for years and years.
Yeah.
Sir Pizza, play of the game. If you missed part of the game, well, you can check out WGNS Sports and tap on the Sir Pizza podcast button to download or listen. You can now order your favorite pizza online. Go to sirpizzatn.com for carry out or delivery. That's Sir Pizza on East Main, South Church Street, and on Memorial. When we come back, we'll take a look at the stats. We'll also have our TOA highlight. All this coming up more on the IDIS Tees Between Game show.
Dr. Russell McKissick of Tennessee Orthopedic Alliance talks about the grassroots effort at our local schools to ensure proper care for players.
To make sure our teams are covered here locally, be there for our trainers. Yeah, it's a passion that we have to try to take care of our athletes here in town and be there just to keep everybody playing as healthy and as best they can.
From a community standpoint, one of the most important things you do at TOA, I'd guess.
I think it's definitely a way to pay back to our community, just to be there for them and watch some great sports too.
Tennessee Orthopedic Alliance, TOA, live your best life.
You know, everyone has a more. First, it's a pony, then to be on the cheer squad. Your more grows up just like you do, but your more can still carry you away or make you cheer. At First Bank, banking local gets you more. More of our time, more access to local bankers, more flexibility, and more product choices. Because getting more empowered and confident helps you pursue your more. That never grows old. First Bank. Bank local, get more. Member FDIC.
Dr. Automotive is the cure for your car. Brothers Danny and Randy Brewer have been providing Rutherford County with ASE certified auto repair for nearly 20 years. You'll receive courteous and friendly customer service every time. Why? Because we grew up here and you are our neighbors. Born in domestic auto repair and maintenance on Hazelwood Drive in Smyrna, just off I-24. SmyrnaAutorepair.com. 615-220-0971. Just ask for Danny.
What makes Murfreesboro so vibrant? Is it regular coffee dates on Main Street? Checking in on neighbors to be sure everyone's safe? Or cheering on your favorite team? At Murfreesboro Medical Clinic, we believe it's all of these and more. The hometown medical group that genuinely cares. We deliver quality primary and specialty medical care in our community. And as the official medical group of the MTSU Athletics, we keep students and staff healthy too. Learn more at mmclinic.com or call 615-893-4480 today.
I'm State Farm Agent Ron Reeves. You're listening to Prep Basketball.
Welcome back to the IDIS Tees Between Game show. Time to honor or recognize local athletes. They do that all season long. And tonight, you know, we talked about Ansley Hopkins, who is working the camera tonight for the Oakland girls. She was played for Oakland for 2-3 years and had 2 ACLs. One, she came back, rehabilitated, and had another one. And she's rehabilitated from that. And I talked to her about it, and she said she went through all that. And she said, I just wanted to be healthy the rest of my life, so decided not to play. Then you've got an Oakland player, also a football player, that is going to play tonight, and he was out almost all year. So my point is, it's a hard road. I mean, a lot of people don't understand sometimes with injuries what these kids go through. And so hats off to them. Alana Poole coming back from an injury, and I know Siegel's got some people too. So, you know, Matt Centel's out there playing tonight. Did he have to play basketball after those injuries he had? He's out here. So their dedication's something else.
Well, that you're very right about that. And honestly, you know, without our friends at Tennessee Orthopedic Alliance, you know, getting these kids back in the game. I know we say that as a tagline to that, but I mean, we've got some real experience here that, you know, they may not have in a lot of places, and that goes to help get these kids back in. And honestly, there's a decision that has to be made. Yes, they can get you back, but you know, like Ansley having to make that decision that's best for her, and she's still a part of the game as the manager and doing a great job with that too.
All right, let's take a look at the scoring. Oh, by the way, I did want to tell you, well, you did it. You pretty much told everything I need to tell about TOA. So there you go. Scoring looks like this. Our stats brought to you by Fans Heating and Air, Winners Trophies, and JHA Company. Josh Houston and Associates. For Oakland, Poole with 16. Bass with 2. Cox with 9. She had 3 first bank threes. Murray had 5. Make that 6. Joy with 6. Nash with 4. Wisniewski had a 3 and wound up with 5 points. Lakes with a 3. McKenya Seibert with 10. It was Phillips, Chloe had 13 on the night. So really balanced attack for Siegel, for Oakland. For Siegel, Izzy Hodge with 6, Mallory with 4, White with 2, and Gray with 2. You've got the team stats, Brian. Quickly, we'll look at those, and we'll probably take another break here.
All right, let's do it. Team stats, all Oakland tonight. 29 rebounds to Siegel's 14. Shot 58% from the field did Oakland. Siegel shot just 18%. 31 of 53 for Oakland. 58%, had 5 first bank threes. No threes for Siegel, 6 of 33. 7 of 8 for 88% from the free throw line for Oakland. 3 of 6, 50% for Siegel from the charity stripe. Turnovers, Siegel with 18, Oakland with just 3. It was 18-2 at the end of the first. Oakland led all the way, 41-7 at halftime, 57-12 after 3 quarters, and they win it 74-14 tonight.
That's your Ideas Tees Between Game show. When we come back after the break, we'll have the starting lineups of Game 2 tonight between Oakland and Siegel here on State Farm Prep Basketball.
Here's a question. What do you want from your electric co-op?
Fast response if the power goes out.
An app that keeps me informed. Tips to lower my monthly bill.
Communication on things that matter to me.
Done, 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 done.
I want to know everything.
Everything? Well, young lady, let me show you the MyMTE app. Energy Service Life. That's Middle Tennessee Electric. We're here to get done what matters most to you. Learn more at mte.com.
This is a paid legal ad.
Hi, this is John Day of the Law Offices of John Day. For more than 30 years, my team and I have worked hard to help injured people throughout Middle Tennessee. Over that time, we've helped thousands of people get the legal help they need when they've needed it the most. And if we're not able to help or aren't the right lawyer for you, we'll do the best to point you in the right direction. If you've been injured, call the Law Offices of John Day for a free consultation. And remember, there's no fee unless we win your case.
Your ride, your stuff. You live with them together. I'm State Farm Agent Andy Wommel. It's smart to protect them together, to help life go right. Give me a call at 615-890-0850 and let me help you save by combining your auto and renters.
Your home, your auto, together, they're where life happens. I'm State Farm Agent Bud Morris. It's smart to protect them together. Give me a call at 615-893-1417 and let me help you save by combining your home and auto.
Winners Trophies can help you with customized awards for any occasion. Owner Kelly Hockenberry continues to provide awards for sports teams, churches, recognition awards, and more. Call Winners Trophies at 904-6002. That's 904-6002 for the best in quality, service, and pricing. You can also email Kelly, winnerstrophy@comcast.net. That's winnerstrophy@comcast.net. Any award for any occasion. Winners Trophies, 904-6002.
I'm State Farm Agent Emerson Williams, and you're listening to Prep Basketball.
Time now for the boys' game, brought to you by JHA Company, Little Caesars Pizza, Rayburn Insurance Agency in Smyrna, and Last Cass's Feed Supply. And with the play-by-play story, here's Brian.
All right, starting lineups coming at you right now. JHA Company, Winners Trophies, Fans Heating and Air. We'll give you the visiting Siegel Stars, clad in the teal uniforms with some navy trim, white numbers, and Siegel across the chest in the front. Starting senior Mac Moss, number 4, 6-foot senior guard. Number 0, Carter Webb, a 6'2 junior forward. Number 10, Roth Clark, a 6'3 senior forward. Number 2, Cadence Melendez, a 5'11 senior forward. And number 11, Dorian Lyles, a 6'1 sophomore post. So Moss, Webb, Clark, Melendez, and Lyles for the Matt Rigsby-led Siegel Stars. Now for the Oakland Patriots. They're in the home whites tonight with some red trim down the side, a little navy numbers trimmed in red, Patriots across the chest. Avery Carter, number 5, a 6'1 senior forward center. Number 3, Isaiah Verge, a 6'3 junior forward. Number 13, Bryant Haggard, a 5'9 freshman guard. Yeshaya Cobb, number 35, a 6'3 sophomore guard. And number 2, Jaden Loper, a 6'2 senior guard. Carter, Verge, Haggard, Cobb, and Loper for the Dyron Birdwell-led Oakland Patriots. The tip going to be controlled. Well, going to be controlled by White. And the official is explaining why. Matt Rigsby not happy, so for whatever reason, it's going to be Oakland's basketball. They'll be working toward the concession stand here to start the game. From left to right as we see it. Understand that junior Chase Bandy is now available for Oakland, so that is a good thing. And Bryant Haggard starts off with a first bank three from the deep left corner. Good start for Oakland here, and we're underway.
Well, these two teams played a close overtime game that Siegel won at Siegel.
Roth Clark going to be fouled on the way to the bucket.
Oakland went into some tough times, but they did have an impressive win. Last night, I guess. Was it Riverdale, I think?
Yes.
Yeah,
beat Riverdale last night. They Siegel inbounds, and they whip it around the corner and get it over to Melendez, who cans a three from the right wing. So a three for both teams to start this game. We're tied at three. Carter tries to dump it low, and the ball goes out of bounds, trying to get it to Jaden Loper.
You know, I don't think Melendez scored the other night, and I think it was great that Matt Rigsby, I think, kind of wanted him to take some more shots.
He's a really good shooter. Mac Moss has it right side. Melendez in the corner, way underneath the basket, wide open. I mean, wide open was Dorian Lyles.
Well, you have to commit to the outside shot, and when you do, you're going to go inside.
Siegel with full court pressure. They get it across. Carter, foul line, drives in another couple of steps, no good. Rebound tipped out. Melendez up the floor. Lyles missed the shot off the front of the rim. It goes out of bounds. Don't know if he was trying to go up for a dunk or what, but was not able to get that one to fall.
I don't know if I do that anymore.
No.
Coach Rigsby wasn't too happy last game.
I talked to him about that on Saturday morning.
You?
Yeah.
I didn't listen. I guess I was working.
It was not on the air.
Oh, okay.
Up the floor after the steal is Carter, and Roth Clark partially blocks it. Long pass up the floor. Webb lays it in. Bucket in transition. Josiah Cobb looks underneath. Ball knocked out of bounds.
When you got a guy flowing down there, you got to really throw a really hard pass down there. Can't lob it. It gives the defense time to get back in.
Coach Rigsby's point about that John, was that when you've got a for sure lay in and a for sure 2 points, don't get cutesy, you know?
Exactly.
No matter what the score is. Shot up by Cobb, it's no good, tied up, and the jump ball will belong to Siegel. Siegel walking it up the floor. Moss picks up a trot, gets it across the timeline, finds Lyles here on the near sideline. Up top to Moss, to Melendez now on the far side. Between the circles, Webb drives and a whistle on the floor.
Carter Webb does such a good job of penetrating, then trying to find that open man. He can take the shot himself, but he's that penetrator that you got to have.
Loper picking up the foul for the Patriots, and Siegel will inbound on the near baseline. Moss finds Roth Clark. Bouncer off of the rim twice, no good, but Lyles runs down the rebound. Now Webb at the left wing. Carter goes to work. Foul line jumper from the left elbow, in and out. Rebound Loper for the Patriots. He passes off to Bandy, who got in the game, and a shot by Verge is up and no good. Melendez, right side to zero. Webb drives, a little floater, good. Carter Webb's not going to miss a shot like that. Verge having trouble getting it up the floor. Bandy hurls it to Haggard. Haggard explodes baseline, flips it to Cobb. Cobb's three off the rim, no good. Rebound knocked around and comes out deep. Cobb runs it down here in the front court. Penetrates, stops at the right block, and pops it.
That's the shot Oakland needs to take. They need to try to avoid the threes because they're very streaky.
Melendez drives to the top of the key, and they're going to call a travel. First turnover for Siegel.
And you know Siegel, Brian, remembers that game, that overtime game. They don't want a repeat of that.
Trying to work on some girls' finals for you. Bandy. Let it go from the left wing. It's a first bank three.
Shoot threes all day.
9-8 your score. Siegel up by 1. Melendez to Lyles. Now to Moss. They're just passing in the front court here, looking inside. Moss at the wing. Penetrates. Cut off there by Bandy. Finds Roth Clark in the lane. Kicks it out to Lyles. And a jumper up and falls through for Moss.
How often does that happen for him, man?
Very. Here's Verge in the corner to Bandy, and Roth Clark going to foul him in the corner. Coach Rigsby about to have a come apart over there. Santel in for Siegel. Carter in. See Roth Clark going out, looks like. .3:15 left here in the first. Siegel up 12-8. Oakland also has Josh Wiley into the game. Haggard with it now. Loper picks it up. Over to Wiley, left wing. Wiley in trouble. Ball deflected. It goes out of bounds. And it is Oakland's ball. Wiley to inbound in front of the Siegel bench. Looks, and lobs it into the backcourt. And Haggard didn't realize that he could have gone over, threw it away. Lyles puts up a shot, rushed that, and Haggard got the rebound and then lost it. Had his pocket picked by Melendez, who puts up a three off the rim, no good. Rebound, Josh Wiley. Play a bit Haggard here, if you will. Ball knocked out of bounds by Carter Webb. Coming back into the game is Yeshaya Cobb for Wiley. Roth Clark coming in for Lyles for Siegel. We've been stuck on 12-8 Siegel for a minute. Loper to Cobb in the corner. Here's Bandy, another three. Boy, Chase Bandy, welcome back. 2 first bank threes here in the first. Oakland down by 1. Melendez, deep right corner, top of the key, Roth Clark. Underhanded flip to Mac Moss. Now pulls up at the foul line. Swish. Mac Moss with 4 points. Siegel's lead is 3. Loper to Cobb, left side. They work it inside to Carter. Turns, spins, flips it out to Haggard for 3. No good. Rebound tipped in the air, controlled by Siegel. Up the floor to Clark. Roth to Melendez. He fires up a 3. Swish! Cadence Melendez with 2 first bank threes. That's the difference in the game. It's a 6-point lead. Carter kicks it out. Here's Chase Bandy. He can't miss either. 9 points.
Well, he certainly made a difference in their outside game.
Dyron Birdwell livid. He said, I was screaming timeout. Nobody gave me a timeout. Roth Clark, deep left corner, up to Moss. Moss penetrates, now finds Melendez, falling away. Missed the shot from the deep left. Oakland in transition. Carter to Cobb in the corner. Bryant Haggard. Haggard penetrates, puts up a little runner. Good. Haggard with 5. Cuts the Siegel lead to 1. 44 seconds left here in the first. Moss across the timeline. The Siegel Stars come into this game 20-2. Oakland 6-15 on the season. .22 seconds. Clock counting down, and Webb just dribbling around in the front court far side with 12, with 11, with 10. Goes to work now. Takes a peek at the clock, backs it back out, gets some space. With 6, with 5, penetrates, goes one-on-one in the lane, fires it up, draws the foul with 1.5 seconds left here in the quarter. And he's going to go to the free throw line. Foul on Cobb. It's his first. Carter Webb going to go to the free throw line. A guy you probably don't want to send to the free throw line if you don't want him to score. First free throw, good.
Yeah, he's pretty effective there. Siegel is so hard to try to maintain a lead against. They're so good offensively. They've got so many weapons, outside shooting. They've got penetrators. They've got a big man. It's pretty daunting.
Second toss for Webb, good. Oakland will inbound, only have a second and a half, and not even going to get a shot off. Well, your score after 1 quarter of play, Siegel 19, Oakland 16. You are listening to State Farm Prep Sports.
Hi, I'm Rick Thornton, Senior Vice President and Commercial Banker at First National Bank of Middle Tennessee. If you have commercial and business financial needs, let me put my extensive experience to work for you, and you'll see why First National Bank of Middle Tennessee is the place for hometown banking. We have branches at 1708 Gateway Boulevard and 3427 Memorial Boulevard, and always online at fnbmt.com.
First National Bank of Middle Tennessee, Equal Housing Lender, member FDIC, NMLS 401715.
Rely on the experienced professionals at Prentice Allsup Heating and Air.
If your old unit needs a tune-up, the professionals at Prentice Allsup Heating and Air service all major brands and even offer same-day service in most cases. Keep your home or business comfortable year-round. Call us today at 615-890-1311. Prentice Allsup Heating and Air, your Ring Pro partner heating and cooling contractor on West College Street, just under the Thompson Lane overpass. Online at PrenticeAllsup.com.
I'm State Farm Agent Andy Womack, and you're listening to Prep Basketball.
Well, auctions are fast, efficient, and profitable. Stan Vaught and Bob Bugg invite you to make Parks Auction your first choice. They're leaders in the industry and look forward to talking to you. That's Bob Bugg and Stan Vaught. Parks Auction. They'll handle everything online at parksauction.com.
Brian and John here with you tonight. Give you some girls' scores in just a moment. Right now, Yeshia Cobb pulls up just across the arc from the right wing and nails the two-pointer to draw Oakland within 1. Just underway here in the second. Got several girls' finals in tonight. Carter Webb at the right wing. Up top to Moss. Moss takes it right side. Flips it to Santel. Thomas to Roth Clark. Fakes the shot. Now penetrates. Now fadeaway jumper is up no good. And 3 teal jerseys there for the rebound. Webb comes out of there with it. Finds Clark. Clark drives, and an offensive foul is called. That's Roth Clark's second foul.
Well, there was a collision, and I don't know that Oakland was set, but he lowered his head a little bit, and that's just automatic pretty much. Bandy back in the game quickly, and I don't blame Coach Birdwell.
Very hot. Cobb has it at the left wing. Passes to Verge. They get it to Haggard here on the near side. Back to Cobb, top of the key. Looking inside. Carter wants it. Backs in on Santel in the left corner. Bandy pulls up. Long 2. A little short this time. Rebound knocked out of bounds off of Melendez.
That was some good defense that time by Siegel. They were able to keep Mandy from getting set. He had to make a move to get open.
Oakland's balled inbound on their baseline. They do so. Bandy between the circles, right wing. Cobb. Deeper in the corner. Carter, now Cobb pulls up for three. It's off the rim, no good. Siegel with the rebound, and Webb takes a peek and surveys what the defense is showing to Mac Moss. To Santel, back to Webb, pulls up for three, too long. Melendez tipped it out, now here's Moss. Swish! Mac Moss with the first bank three.
Unsung hero of this Siegel team, Mac Moss.
Webb went for the steal. Oakland lost the ball. Santel picks up the loose ball. Carter Webb drives, layup good, and a foul. Webb had him beat. That's a bad foul right there. Avery Carter's going to pick that up.
Yeah, you got to let that one go and say, we'll get you another time.
A little Siegel run here. Chance to go up 25-18 if Webb can hit a free throw. It's an and one for number 0, the junior forward. He will have another, or he will have the first one. It's good. And for those of you who said a junior, yep. Carter Webb will be back for another year. Cobb for three. Oh, goodness gracious. Shy Cobb having a good game as well. He's got 7 and a timeout on the floor. 25-21. Oakland takes a timeout. We will too with 5:37 to play in this second half, second quarter on State Farm Prep Sports.
Hello, this is Coy Young at Las Casas Feed Supply. We'd like to welcome you to our door.
I'm Ian Young. I'm at Las Casas Feed Supply. I'm selling beef and pork, 100% Angus, raised here in Las Casas. Come get you some.
Everyone's favorite cuts available, even options to purchase a quarter of a steer.
We got the beef. Hello, everybody. Las Casas Feed Supply.
Family owned and operated, Las Casas Feed Supply on Barlow Lane, just off Highway 96 East.
Hi, this is Wade Hayes of Toots Restaurants, and I'm here with my son Nick and my grandson Jack.
Good food and fun. Remember your first time at Toots? Maybe it was a first date, you went out with a college friend, or you were celebrating after a big game. Come out and try one of our locations today, and you'll be sure to have a great time.
Toots, good food and fun.
At Toots Restaurants, our quality has not changed.
Our portions have not changed.
Our products have not changed. Good food and fun.
I'm State Farm Agent Bud Morris, and you're listening to Prep Basketball.
And Oakland's going to lose the ball after the timeout. Or Siegel's going to lose the ball after the timeout. Pardon me, it's going to be Oakland's basketball.
Oakland 50%, 6 of 12 from the field in the first quarter, 3 threes. Siegel 7 of 10, 70%. They had 3 threes.
Here's Bandy in the corner. Now drives out of there. Is driving right into a double team. Bandy pulls up from the left elbow, puts up a rainbow shot, no good, and trying to save it out of bounds was Carter. Couldn't do it, and Siegel will have the basketball. Down the floor is Moss. To Webb. A couple of quick passes from Melendez to Lyles. Back to Melendez between the circles. Santel to Melendez, right wing. They're closing in on him quickly. Mac Moss to Santel in the corner. Santel taking a few dribbles. He's had a beard since the 6th grade, I think. Mac Moss driving baseline, lost the ball, and Cobb picks up the loose ball. Then Cobb has his pocket picked. Melendez stops, gives it up to Webb. Carter waits on everybody to get set. 4:15 to play here in the second. Webb drives, puts up a jumper. They're going to call no shot, a foul on the floor. It'll be out of bounds.
Pretty
Foul.
shot, though, wasn't it?
Yep. He said that was Carter's first foul, but I thought it was his second, but I must be mistaken. Carter with the foul, nonetheless, this time. Melendez drives, backs up, then drives again, and now another whistle. That's not going to make Dyron happy. That's Josiah Cobb's second foul there. And Moss inbound on the far baseline, finds Webb. Webb penetrates, foul line, glides in, right hand, puts it up, no good, tip up, no good. Got another rebound, goes up strong, and got it to fall. Carter Webb bringing his lunch pail today. Lead back at 6 for the Stars. Verge penetrates, lost the ball. Lyles down the floor. Lyles layup with the left hand. It's good. Dorian Lyles with 4. Siegel on a mini run here now. They're up by 8. 3:24 to go. Verge to Loper, top of the key. Loper has it stolen away. Moss to Lyles. Lyles goes in there, no good, short. Rebound, Santel. Thomas brings it out, finds Moss. Here's Carter Webb from way downtown, no good. Deep rebound, Melendez to Mac Moss. Moss left wing, finds Santel, gets it back to Mac. Mac fires it up there, back of the rim, no good. A rebound from Lyles. Has it stolen away, but then standing out of bounds was Santel. Boy, Lyles went down very hard there.
Yeah, they grabbed the ball and him. Took a real beating.
Loper bringing it down the floor. Down the right sideline. Now backs up near the center circle. Pretty much straight away. To Bandy, left side. Finds Verge, turns, spins, puts it up, no good. Verge had a 30-point night against Siegel the last time. They're going to call a carry on Carter Webb. So a turnover, Siegel.
Roy Orbison called that one.
Yeah.
Made him feel like crying.
Well, it makes me feel like questioning. Roy was way behind that.
Wow.
But maybe those glasses aren't working out too well. Shia Cobb up to Bandy. Bandy looking in. Finds Cobb now. To Carter, and Lyles has stolen it away again, but gets tripped up. How in the world is he on the floor? Carter, no good on the shot in the paint. Rebound, Avery Carter. Rebound, Carter Webb. Quick, crisp passes by the Stars. Lyles, top of the key, penetrates. Flips it out to Melendez. Melendez back to Santel. His 3, no good. Off the rim. Loper pushing it up the floor. Finds Wiley. He just puts up a big shot. Just like the wily, wascally wabbit he is. What? First bank 3 for Josh.
You silly wabbit.
29-24. Siegel, that was a big shot for Oakland. With 1:06, Oakland in their zone here, and Carter Webb is just dribbling around.
I think of Josh Wiley. I think of Ernest T. Bass on Andy Griffith. How are you, Mrs. Wiley?
Well, you're not missing a thing in the world here as Carter's just putting on a dribbling clinic.
How you been?
I've been all right.
Good.
Isn't that fancy, though, between the legs?
Yeah.
I would lose the ball out of bounds every time. Just look at that skill and precision. 30 seconds.
And he's doing it without looking. I mean, he's not doing just a regular dribbling.
No, it's between the legs each time. Looking straight ahead.
You know, if I did that,
I know.
It'd be Oakland's ball.
Goes to work with 14 seconds, takes it straight away now. Points, everybody gets to their place with 9 with 8 seconds. A double pick, he doesn't even use them. Drives left side, puts it up, no good. Tip up, Melendez, no good. Ball on the floor, and time runs out on the first half. 29-24 Siegel. 29-24 Siegel on top at halftime. Pretty good boys game going on here. Again at the half, 29-24 Siegel. Stay with us. We'll be right back to Oakland High School and Randy King Gymnasium in just a moment. You're listening to State Farm Prep Sports.
Greetings, friends. This is Lenny Farmer with the Jennings & Ayers Funeral Home in Murfreesboro. If you ever had to deal with the final arrangements of a loved one, funerals are both emotional and financial. You can easily be drained both ways when you least expect it. I can help you in both of these areas by showing you the positive side of pre-arranging. Locking in your cost for the rest of your life will truly relieve some emotional stress at that time. Call me, won't you, at 615-893-2422. Let's talk.
Middle Tennessee Christian School, training for eternity.
The large majority of our kids are involved in athletics or extracurricular activities, one or the other, and most are doing multiple activities.
MTCS President Matt Tiller.
And that's a great preparation for life. How many of us in our life are just doing one thing? So a well-rounded student is a huge deal.
Invest in your child's future in a Christ-centered environment with many athletic and extracurricular choices.
Without a doubt, our students have the opportunity to be involved in multiple activities.
To find out more, visit mtcscougars.org.
For more than 36 years, Wilson Bank & Trust has been proud to serve communities all across Tennessee. As an independent local bank, we provide banking products competitive with large banks, but delivered with personalized local service. Wilson Bank & Trust has been community-focused since 1987 and looks forward to many more. Discover the power of local community banking that truly makes a difference. Give us a call or come on by any of our local 30 locations or visit wilsonbank.com to learn more. Member FDIC.
Finding that missing shin guard, remembering whether it's a home or away game, getting the right kid to the right playing field on the right day. Why are simple things sometimes so complicated? Thankfully, with auto owners, insurance doesn't have to be one of them. We work with independent agents who keep insurance simple so you can worry about more important things, like not being that fan.
Oh, come on, ref!
That's simple human sense.
Rayburn Insurance in Smyrna.
Come see me, Rick Hall, at Rayburn Insurance in downtown Smyrna today.
I'm State Farm Agent Celeste Middleton, and you're listening to Prep Basketball.
29-24 is our score. Siegel leading Oakland here at halftime. And our stats brought to you by Fans Heating and Air, Winners Trophies, and JHA Company, Josh Houston and Associates. We're live from Randy King Gymnasium on the campus of Oakland High School. And let's take a quick peek at the scoring. For Siegel, Mac Moss has 7 points. He has a 3 in there. Carter Webb with 11 points to lead Siegel. Cadence Melendez with 6 points. He has 2 first bank threes on the night. Dorian Lyles has contributed with 4. For Oakland, Brian Haggard with 5 points. He has a 3 in there. Josiah Cobb with 7 points. He has a first bank 3. In fact, Oakland has 6 threes in this first half. Josh Wiley with a 3, and Chase Bandy 4 first bank 3 for 9 points. He caught off and really gave Oakland a boost coming off the bench tonight. 2 fouls on Carter. There's 2 fouls on Cobb and 1 on Loper for Oakland, and there's 2 fouls on Melendez for Siegel. And that's a look at the scoring. When we come back after this timeout, we'll take a look at the team stats. Here on State Farm Prep Basketball, our score, 29-24, Siegel leads Oakland.
When Roscoe Brown started his local family business in 1940, he knew the importance of treating customers like family, and now 80-plus years later, that same commitment continues. Our trained, certified, and insured technicians come to your home and do the job right the first time. Roscoe Brown does heating, air conditioning, plumbing, and insulation. Call Roscoe Brown and get that needed checkup today.
Roscoe Brown.
RoscoeBrown.com.
Here at Bud's Tire, we make buying Michelin tires simpler. I'm Allison Mitchell with Bud's Tire Pros. We offer a straightforward approach to service, including nationwide warranties with every purchase. Stop in today to see our full lineup of Michelin and BF Goodrich tires. For whatever you drive, Michelin and BF Goodrich have a tire to fit any need. Bud's Tire Pros, hassle-free, guaranteed. We're located on East Main Street, exactly 3 miles from the town square, 1 mile past Rutherford Boulevard. Visit us online at budstirepros.tn.com.
Tennessee Orthopedic Alliance takes great pride in treating local athletes here in Rutherford County. Experts in joint, bones, and muscles. And with over 65 specialists, TOA has a playbook to get you back in the game. To request an appointment, visit TOA.com or call 855-NEED-TOA. Tennessee Orthopedic Alliance. TOA. Live your best life.
For nearly 2 decades, Mills Family Pharmacy has cared for residents in our community as if they were part of our own family, and that's the kind of service you want when it comes to your pharmacist. If you haven't checked out our gift shop at Mills, stop by today.
This is Chad Mills with Mills Family Pharmacy. We're located next to Toots South on South Church Street in Murfreesboro. We'd love to have you.
Mills also has a medication compounding service for you and even your beloved pets. Learn more by visiting us online at millsfamilypharmacy.com.
I'm State Farm Agent Dana Womack, and you're listening to Prep Basketball.
Team stats brought to you by Fans Heating and Air, Winners Trophies, and JHA Company. Our good friend Josh Houston and Associates. Siegel has out-rebounded Oakland 12-6. Oakland was 9 of 20 from the field for 45%. They do have 6 threes, though, on the night. That's kind of kept them in it. Siegel, 11 of 24. They cooled off somewhat in the second quarter, and they're shooting 46%. They had 3 threes. Siegel, 3 of 3 from the free throw line for 100%. Oakland has not gone to the free throw line as of yet. And Oakland has 7 turnovers, Siegel with 6. At the end of the first quarter, Siegel led 19-16, and 29-24 is our score here at halftime. Siegel still on top by 5. And while we've got a moment, we'll turn to Brian Barrett, who will give us an update on our Jennings and Ayers Funeral Home scoreboard.
Well, we got most of the girls' finals in tonight. Oakland 74, Siegel 14. Blackman defeated Riverdale tonight 64-24. It was Stewart's Creek defeating Wilson Central 63-51. Lebanon defeats Smyrna 63-32. It was Cookeville over Laverne 70-21. And Tullahoma downs Central Magnet 57-34. All of those girls' finals. And at halftime here, Siegel 29, Oakland 24. And after the first quarter of play, it's Lebanon over Smyrna 16-8. And that is a look at the Jennings and Ayers Funeral Home scoreboard. We'll take a quick time out here, come right back, and have the second half for you in just a moment.
Over 100 crispy Old World pepperoni.
Cheesy crust edge.
This Fanceroni pepperoni from Little Caesars is fancy.
Am I fancy enough for the Fanceroni? I'm wearing cargo shorts. But Tim, me too. Fancy isn't measured by your inseam. Because if you are what you eat, then we're all feeling mighty fancy today. Yeah!
Try the Fanceroni pepperoni with over 100 Old World pepperoni.
In Murfreesboro on Memorial, Warrior Drive, South Church, and Old Fort.
Pizza, pizza.
Hi, this is Amanda at Animal City, inviting your family to come shop with my family at 919 Northwest Broad Street here in Murfreesboro. 94% of pet owners say their pet makes them smile daily. Return the favor and come find the things that make your pet smile here at Animal City. If you like pictures of adorable pets like we do, we invite you to check out our Facebook page, facebook.com/Animal City. Please come see us at Animal City, 919 Northwest Broad Street in Murfreesboro.
With the service you get from State Farm, you might think our car insurance costs more. I'm State Farm Agent Celeste Middleton. Give me a call at 615-895-2700 and let me show you with discounts up to 40%. You may find it even costs less.
Local business owners, you know how important it is to be here for your customers. I'm State Farm Agent Dana Womack, and I run a small business in Rutherford County, too. I'm here to help you protect your small business. Call me at 615-900-0877.
If someone asked, what's your more? Would you be surprised? Well, at First Bank, knowing your more is where we start. Whether it's seeing your kid's college graduation, seeing the world, or seeing the ocean from your patio, Your More helps us see who you are. That's why First Bank offers you more time, more access to local lenders and leaders, more answers, and more products. So tell us, what's your more? First Bank. Bank local. Get more. Member FDIC.
This is a paid legal ad.
When a family member is lost as a result of someone else's negligence, the grief can be unbearable. It also leaves you with a lot of questions like, how did this happen? Who's responsible? And is my family going to be okay? That's a lot to go through, but with the law offices of John Day on your side, you don't have to go through any of it alone. We understand what you're going through, and we have the experience to get the answers, justice, and compensation your family deserves. Call the law offices of John Day.
I'm State Farm Agent Ron Reeves. You're listening to Prep Basketball.
Back here at Oakland High School, it's time for your starting lineups as we get back to it here. Siegel going with Carter and Moss and Melendez and Lyles, as well as the last starter is Clark. And for Oakland, it's Carter, Verge, Haggard, Cobb, and Loper. Starting lineups in the second half. They are brought to you by Fans Heating and Air, Winners Trophies, as well as JHA Company. Siegel has the ball to start the half. Lyles to Carter Webb. Webb goes deep left corner. Now goes baseline. Long pass across court, deep right corner, and it's a big three for Mac Moss.
Man, they moved the ball and took about, what, a minute, 40 seconds or so?
Yeshaya Cobb tries to answer with a three, and it's tipped in by Avery Carter. His first points tonight. That was pretty amazing in its own right.
Yeah, he's another workhorse that does a lot of things underneath the basket that a lot of times go unnoticed.
Left side, Lyles fires the three. This one too long. Bryant Haggard down the floor. Haggard no-look pass to Carter. Carter busted back out to the left wing. Loper drives in, and a little layup there for him. Jaden Loper's first points. 32-28, Siegel. This was an overtime victory for Siegel at Siegel. These two teams always seem to have an absolute all-out war. Melendez in the lane, didn't get to the lane. Pass back out to Moss. Moss glides in and is tripped up. A foul is called there as he worked the left side of the floor. Haggard, I think. Yes. That's his first foul. And to the free throw line is Mac Moss, and this is another guy you don't want to send to the free throw line. In fact, Siegel is a really good free throw shooting team. Talked off the air with...
Well, you just jinxed him like crazy.
I talked to Matt Rigsby about that. As a team, they're shooting around 80%. Second one does fall, which is a really good statistic.
That wins games for you.
Yes, it does. Carter in the lane, tries to back in there and took an extra step. Turnover, Oakland.
There's again that case of Oakland taking 2 steps forward and 1 step back this time. It's kind of the difference. Usually it's 1 step forward. They're taking 2 steps. They get close, and then they take a step backwards.
33-28, Siegel. Moss to Webb. Carter penetrates. Fadeaway jumper from 6. Good. More like 10.
Now, would you even consider that a good shot? I mean, a good percentage shot? No, but with him it is.
Whistle and another Oakland travel.
Yeah, this is something that's plagued Oakland most of the year.
35-28 Siegel and the ball. Chase Bandy going to come in for Oakland here at the next dead ball. Webb drives, puts up a 4-footer, dings off the front of the rim, tipped, hit off the rim again, and no good. Here's Oakland down the floor. Yeshaya Cobb lofts it. Left block to Verge. First points for Verge.
There's that one step forward again.
Here's Webb, drives in the lane, puts it up with the left hand, good. And there is a foul.
There you go. That's the Brian I like to hear.
Verge picks up foul number 2.
Foul.
Every time you get to watch Carter Webb, just watch in amazement. He is quite the basketball player. If you haven't seen him play, you need to.
And you don't have to go to the school. You can be a fan without.
Yes. He's a young man that puts in a lot of work. He's just a solid basketball player. Free throw was good. He's got 16. Baseline, Carter goes up, missed the shot, but he draws the foul. He's going to have a couple of shots upcoming. Lyles is the one who picked up the foul.
This is Oakland's first trip to the free throw line tonight.
That's one thing about Oakland. They don't foul a lot either, do they?
Well, I mean, no, Siegel doesn't foul a lot, no.
Or Siegel doesn't, yes. Carter's free throw is short. It's an 8-point Siegel lead, and Carter's going to try to carve into it a bit. Second toss is good. 3 third-quarter points for Avery Carter. 5 minutes to play here in the third. Melendez to Webb, over to Lyles, left side, back to Webb. Top of the key, 3 ball on the way. It crawls over the rim, no good. Rebound, Carter with it, up to Bandy. Bandy finds Carter. Carter in the lane. Reverse! Oh, goodness gracious.
They've hit their last 4 shots, but they've had turnovers while they haven't been able to cut the lead any.
Melendez at the right wing. Inside to Lyles. Lyles went up, has it tied up. And is it a foul? They're calling a foul on Bandy. I don't know. Cobb and Carter out. Verge came back in, and Josh Wiley in. Inbounds, Carter drives. They're going to call a blocking foul, and it bounced through. Got that shooter's roll, did Carter Webb. A chance for the and one coming up. Foul was on Jaden Loper. He made that bucket, did he not? Free throw good. Maybe not. Sure thought he did. Over right side at the wing is, well, deep left corner. Wiley, his 3, bounces high, hits the wire above the rim. So Siegel's basketball.
Oakland needs to be careful here now. The lead is 8.
There we go.
Don't want to fall down too much further.
They finally put those points on the board.
Well, you were ahead of them.
41-38-33. Roth Clark drives baseline and puts it in. It rolled around the lip of the rim and fell through. That's Roth's first points tonight. And Siegel has pushed it out to a 10-point lead. 3:44 counting down here in the third. Loper to Haggard. Haggard drives. Over to Wiley now, left wing. Wiley, top of the key to Haggard. Haggard shakes and bakes in the corner, and now a whistle.
Here's the thing with Siegel. You can't, you miss shots. You miss, I should say, opportunities. When you miss opportunities, they take advantage of it, and you cannot give up opportunities.
Well, there's an inbounds that they threw right to Siegel's hands, and a flush on the other end by Carter Webb. 21 for Carter. And that was a no question, no doubt about it dunk. He wasn't going to miss that one. Chase Bandy. Oakland's lead is 12 now, largest lead of the game. Bandy for 3, they need it and got it. Bandy with the bucket. He's got 12, all threes, and a timeout on the floor. We'll keep it here for a word from Parks Auction, with Siegel leading 45-36. John?
You're kind of a radio expert, aren't you, Brian?
No, I'm an expert of nothing.
It seems like everyone's a real estate expert, though.
I am.
You know more than Bob Bugg and Stan Vaughn?
No. But I'm an expert.
Oh, wow. They've put in decades of work for their clients to be the go-to guys. With Parks Auction extensive marketing program, you can receive the most money in the shortest amount of time. That's the way to do it right there. Stan Vaughn and Bob Bugg at Parks Auction. They'll handle everything online at parksauction.com. It is 45-36, 9-point lead, 2:59 to go here in the third quarter.
After one quarter, it's Riverdale leading Blackman in boys 10-9. It's Wilson Central leading Stewart's Creek 16-14 after one quarter of play. And Lebanon over Smyrna 32-15 in boys at halftime. Scores on the Jennings and Ayers Funeral Home scoreboard. Melendez goes deep left corner. Bounces it to Roth Clark. He's double teamed to Melendez, who has it blocked and rejected by Verge. Melendez has had a pretty hot hand tonight. He's had a couple of threes in the first quarter. Been pretty silent since then in terms of shooting. Mac Moss, fadeaway jumper from the foul line, hits off the back of the rim. Oakland trying to save it. It's going to go out of bounds and last touched by Melendez. So full court pressure by the Stars. Loper gets the inbounds. They bring the trap, long pass up to Bandy. He's got it at the left wing. Lost the ball. Turnover Oakland. And that wasn't even the press that caused that. 2:10 counting here in the third. Webb dribbles around in the front court to Moss. Moss over to Melendez. Melendez flips to Carter Webb. Webb's three. No good. Rebound Carter. Mishandled it for a moment. Finds Loper. Loper to Verge in the deep left corner. Back to Carter. Blocked by Roth Clark. Long pass up the floor. Here he comes. Carter Webb lays it in. He's got 23. And a timeout, Siegel. It's a timeout we'll take as well. They lead 47-36 on State Farm Prep Sports.
Since 1966, Fans Heating and Air has been a symbol of quality for Murfreesboro and Rutherford County. For friendly, complete service on Amana, Bryant, or American Standard Heating and Air products, Fans Heating and Air will do it all. Fans specializes in new homes, custom homes, or existing buildings. Give Fans Heating and Air a call today, 615-893-7930. Good luck to all of our schools and student athletes from Fans Heating and Air.
I'm State Farm Agent Emerson Williams, and you're listening to Prep Basketball.
We're back here in our game, brought to you by Good Neighbor State Farm Agents, Celeste Middleton, Bud Morris, Ron Reeves, Emerson Williams, Dana Womack, and Andy Womack. Oakland basketball with 1:40 to play here in the third. Oakland needing a bucket, trailing by 11 in the ball, tipped away by Carter Webb, thrown away, and now here is Lyles driving up the floor in a foul. Boy, Siegel in those passing lanes, John, with those long arms.
Well, and Verge rushed it. Once he got the ball back, he just kind of flung it down to the other, trying to get it to another Oakland player, and you've got to kind of maintain your composure a little bit.
Dorian Lyles at the free throw line, hits the first free throw. Our game brought to you by Roscoe Brown Heating and Air, First Bank, Murfreesboro Medical Clinic, and the law offices of John Day. Another toss. Shot it and got it.
They're 8 of 9 from the line. Siegel.
Yep. Don't want to send them there if you're the opponent. Siegel really pressuring the ball. Here's Cobb. Gets a three from the left corner.
Cobb's hit 2 or 3 big threes tonight.
Yep, he's got 2 of them. 10 points total. cuts that lead to 10, and I think Carter Webb's just going to sit here and dribble for about 1 minute. And Oakland's not going to let him do it this time. Back to Webb. He's going to pull it back out in the front court and make them come out and get him again. 52 seconds, and Bandy's going to sneak out there. They bring some pressure, and the ball is stolen away. And it's going to be a layup on the other end for Avery Carter. 7 points for Carter, all in the third. Quick pass, and almost out of bounds. Carter flung it back in, and Roth Clark pulled it down, and Loper fouled him. 3 fouls for Loper. And that's the bonus now for Siegel the rest of this third quarter, which is only 33.9 seconds. But Roth Clark takes a big deep breath. Ball on his left hip, one dribble with the right hand. It's in the air and good. Three points for Clark. Our game brought to you by Tennessee Orthopedic Alliance. TOA steps up when the play breaks down. More information on TOA's surgical specialist to get you back in the game at TOA.com. Free throw no good, but they called a foul on Lyles with the rebound. I don't know.
Well, he pushed off.
I guess.
He got it.
Yeah.
Before he got it.
Trying to get some space. It was a 12-point lead. Oakland has cut it to 9, and they can cut it even more here before the break. The ball knocked away and out of bounds. Last touch by Cobb. A turnover, Oakland.
They're not doing a good job of protecting the ball there. This could be a basically 4-point swing.
Webb throws it in to Moss and gets it back with 13 seconds. That's who they wanted in the hands of with 9 with 8. Webb drives, glides in, draws the foul. Loper, no, they call a travel. It's going to be Oakland's basketball. Length of the floor to go with 5 seconds, down by 9.
I think he was fouled, then he traveled. They just didn't call the foul.
Bandy pulls up from midcourt, shot no good, and we're going to the fourth quarter. With your score, Siegel 50, Oakland 41. You're listening to State Farm Prep Sports.
Shop your favorites at Dillard's, J.C. Penney, Rue 21, Hot Topic, and more. Grab a bite at Crab Fever, Sam's Sports Grill, Olive Garden, or Miller's Ale House. With more than 60 retailers, you're sure to find something that you'll love at Stones River Town Center. Find them on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram for style tips, upcoming events, and sales information. Stones River Town Center, off Old Fort Parkway in Murfreesboro. Shopping centered on you. Online at shopstonesriver.com.
Dr. Automotive is the cure for your car. Brothers Danny and Randy Brewer have been providing Rutherford County with ASE certified auto repair for nearly 20 years. You'll receive courteous and friendly customer service every time. Why? Because we grew up here, and you are our neighbors. Foreign and domestic auto repair and maintenance on Hazelwood Drive in Smyrna, just off I-24. SmyrnaAutorepair.com, 615-220-0971. Just ask for Danny.
I'm State Farm Agent Andy Womack, and you're listening to Prep Basketball.
Our game brought to you by Toots Good Food and Fun, Bud's Tire, Wilson Bank and Trust, and Rayburn Insurance Agency. We're back here for the final stanza. Brian Barrett, John Dinkins here with you. Halftime scores, Wilson Central 34, Stewart's Creek 26 in boys. We're in the fourth quarter here. Oakland with the ball, down by 9 at the foul line. Loper back out to Cobb. They lob it down low to Carter. Carter tries to back in there, and they say an offensive foul. Roth Clark went down to the turf. It's 2 fouls on Carter. Dyron Birdwell stares at the clock.
Oakland shot 58% or 55% in the third quarter, but unfortunately, Siegel shot 58 for Oakland, if you're an Oakland fan.
Not much chance to kind of chip away, is it? Carter drives in there and draws the foul.
Turnovers hurt Oakland in that third quarter, too. They had 6.
See who the foul is on. The officials are going to have a little powwow, 2 of them anyway. Going to report the foul. Foul is on Bandy. That's 3 on Bandy. Now they're going to have another chit-chat. I think there is a fan who the officials have heard enough from. So they have asked for him to leave the building. Free throw is no good by Carter Webb. Here's another by Carter. That's a very rare miss. Hits the second one. 24 points for Carter Webb. Lead back in double figures now for the Siegel Stars. Bandy to Cobb, right side. Cobb back to Haggard here, who takes it straight away to Carter. The right wing, thought about a drive, then gives it to Loper. Loper brings it near side. Looking into Carter. Carter's in the lane, puts it up and scores.
Well, that was a terrific shot. He was counted him out, and he comes back and scores.
9 second half points for Avery Carter. Webb thought about a 3, didn't take it. Roth Clark left wing. Back to Mac Moss right side. Moss to the foul line to Melendez. Melendez drives. Bad pass to Lyles, and now reach-in foul as Carter went for the steal.
Well, Melendez didn't realize he was wide open as he went down the lane. He could have just gone on in.
That is 3 for Carter. Well, you got 3 Oakland players with 3 fouls here. I don't know if that's going to play a factor. Inbounds to Carter. Carter with a little 10-footer good from the right side. 26 for the junior. Here's Loper. Loper drives, tries to go up from the left block. They're going to call a foul on the floor on Melendez. Well, all of a sudden, we have gotten into a foul fest here. Yeshia Cobb will inbound, standing on the O of Oakland here on the near baseline. Into Carter. To Loper, back to Cobb. Cobb looking down low to Verge. Verge turns, spins off the glass, good. Verge with 4 and a timeout Oakland. 53-45. Siegel on top with 6:17 to play on State Farm Prep Sports. Take a timeout.
What makes Murfreesboro so vibrant? Is it regular coffee dates on Main Street? Checking in on neighbors to be sure everyone's safe? Or cheering on your favorite team? At Murfreesboro Medical Clinic, we believe it's all of these and more. The hometown medical group that genuinely cares. We deliver quality primary and specialty medical care in our community. And as the official medical group of the MTSU Athletics, we keep students and staff healthy too. Learn more at mmclinic.com or call 615-893-4480 today.
Hi, this is Dan Mitchell from Music World and Drummers Den. We have a larger selection than any of the other big box stores. Much better prices. Selection is wonderful from keyboards, drums, guitars. Ukuleles are big this year. We also have lighting. This is Dan Mitchell from Music World and Drummers Den. Come down and look around. We have what you need. The Music World and Drummers Den is located at 2762 South Church Street, right across from Indian Hills Golf Course.
I'm State Farm Agent Bud Morris, and you're listening to Prep Basketball.
We're back here at Oakland High School. At the half, Riverdale leads Blackman 24-19 in boys basketball. That's a halftime score on the Jennings and Ayers Funeral Home scoreboard. Siegel basketball leading 53-45. Avery Carter dribbles around with it now. Just dropped under 6 minutes to play. Carter just across the timeline, dribbling around. Passes into the corner to Lyles. He wasn't expecting the pass and threw it away. Siegel play a little sloppy right now. That's 8 turnovers for the Stars. Well, if you're Oakland, this is the opportunity if you're going to get back in it. Loper to Verge. Verge turns, spins, goes up strong, missed the shot, but draws the foul. Going to have a chance at the free throw line. It's Mac Moss who picks up foul number 2.
I know if you're Dyron Birdwell, you'd love to see a lot more of that from Verge. He had a great game against Siegel in that overtime loss.
Sure did. Verge and Carter put on a show that night. First free throw is missed. Our game brought to you by good neighbor State Farm agent Celeste Middleton out on North Thompson Lane near Medical Center Parkway. Celeste Middleton, 895-2700. Missed the second one. Rebound Siegel. An 8-point lead for the Stars. It's been as many as 12, I think, is the biggest. Roth Clark with it now. In the lane, fadeaway jumper at the foul line, no good. Dorian Lyles with the rebound, flips it back out to Moss. Moss thought about a 3 for just a brief moment. Dribbles around, takes it, explodes to the right block, kisses it in off the glass. Mac Moss.
Really high off the backboard, and that's the only shot he could take, and it was perfect.
He's got 13, lead back at 10, and Loper on the drive. Going to get a couple of shots.
Oakland's just decided to go take it to him.
Clark picks up foul number 3. Here's the first toss from Jaden Loper. It's good. State Farm Prep Sports is brought to you in part by the law offices of John Day, Rick's Barbecue, Edward Jones Financial Advisor Lee Colvin, and Prentice Alsop Heating and Air. Loper takes a big deep breath, bends those knees, and the second one good. 55-47. Lead cut to 8 again for the Stars. Webb penetrates, drives, draws the foul. Going to be out of bounds, they say. Well, both teams, it looks like, have decided just to attack the basket.
Well, and Carter's just trying to find a lane and go into it, and he's such a good free throw shooter. Unless you jinx him or anything, it makes a difference.
Foul number 3 on Yeshaya Cobb for Oakland. Webb, they're going to call an offensive foul. Nope.
He pushed off, Clark pushed off to get that on that give and go.
Sure did. That is foul number 4 on Roth Clark. So Clark comes out quickly and Thomas Santel into the game. 55-47, the first chance that Siegel hasn't answered Oakland. So a huge opportunity here for the Patriots, and they throw it away. Chase Bandy burning it down low, and there was not a soul there. Siegel pushing it up the floor. That's 14 Oakland turnovers. Dorian Lyles lobs it to Santel. Santel to Mac Moss now. Moss drives right side, goes up, has the ball knocked away by Josh Wiley. So Santel, nope, Mac Moss will inbound on the near baseline. Finds Webb. Webb drives. Webb reverse. Missed it. Rebound knocked away. They say kicked. So whose ball is it? I think it would be Siegel's. Carter coming in, Cobb going out for Oakland. 3:44 to play, 55-47 Siegel. It is Siegel's ball. They get it in bounds. Melendez, underhand flip. Ooh, dangerous pass, but Moss gets it. Santel now left side. Doesn't know where to go, takes a few dribbles. Finds Moss. Over to Santel left side, back to Moss. Siegel's not in a huge hurry to score.
I don't blame them. They've got the lead.
Yep. Here's Moss. Or Carter Webb finds a lane and explodes to the basket and scores. Kind of lulled everybody to sleep. 28 for Carter Webb. Verge left wing, 3-ball on the way. It's no good. Rebound tipped high. Oakland comes down with it. Bandy has it. Bandy out to Loper. Loper's 3. Back of the rim, no good. Carter with the rebound. Carter goes up, scores. And a timeout, Oakland. And the score is 57-49. Siegel on top. 1 minute. We'll be right back.
When Rutherford Countyans think of insurance professionals, they think Rayburn Insurance Agency at 200 South Lowry in Smyrna, meeting the needs of thousands of customers since 1973. You can trust Rayburn Insurance with all your needs, a place where customer service really matters. It's personal with Rayburn Insurance, as fans of local sports, as friends, and as insurance professionals. Check them out at rayburn.net or call 615-459-4145. Rayburn Insurance, for business, auto, home, and life insurance.
Here at Bud's Tire, we make buying Michelin tires simpler. I'm Allison Mitchell with Bud's Tire Pros. We offer a straightforward approach to service, including nationwide warranties with every purchase. Stop in today to see our full lineup of Michelin and BF Goodrich tires. For whatever you drive, Michelin and BF Goodrich have a tire to fit any need. Bud's Tire Pros, hassle-free, guaranteed. We're located on East Main Street, exactly 3 miles from the town square, 1 mile past Rutherford Boulevard. Visit us online at budstirepros.tn.com.
I'm State Farm Agent Celeste Middleton, and you're listening to Prep Basketball.
Our game tonight brought to you by Bowen's Body Shop. From dings and dents to full body work, trust Jeff and Kyle Bowen to do the job right. They're located on Middle Tennessee Boulevard.
Long pass up the floor. Dorian Lyles missed the lay-in.
That could be big.
Oakland ball. Here's Haggard, drives baseline and threw it right into the hands of Mac Moss. Whistle and a foul on Haggard.
15 turnovers. Oakland, their own worst enemy right now.
Cobb going to come in for Oakland. Well, that was a big opportunity for the Patriots. Roth Clark going to come in, going to play with 4 fouls. Meanwhile, Thomas Santel at the free throw line. Siegel in the bonus the rest of the way. Santel's free throw short. Cobb in, Haggard out. Clark coming in for Santel. Thomas with another free throw to give Siegel a 9-point lead. Got it. So Santel out, Roth Clark in. 58-49, 2.5 to play in the ball game. Siegel on top, Oakland with the ball, and Loper brings it down. Straight away now, Bandy from way downtown, no good. Melendez with the rebound. Mac Moss, straight away just across the timeline, goes left side to Melendez. Cadence dribbles around, finds Moss. Moss hands off to Melendez. Under 2 minutes to play. Now they foul. Loper picks up foul number 4. Pretty sure that was to keep them from running out the clock.
Yeah, this won't be the last free throw for sure.
We'll spend some time here. Siegel going to have to knock down free throws. Melendez stands there with 2 threes to his name tonight. Now add a free throw to it. Lead is 10. It'll be 11 if he hits this one. 1 dribble, 2, now 3. A bend to the knee, shot it and missed it. Rebound Oakland. Bandy with it. Oakland needs to score here. Verge for 3. Oh yeah! Isaiah Verge. Just when you thought It was over for Oakland. It's not. They hit a big first bank three. 59-52, Siegel, 141 to play. And here's a final word from Parks Auction.
Yeah, the Parks Auction brand has helped families, investors, and businesses here in Rutherford County and across the state with their on-site and online auction needs. Call Bob Bugg and Stan Vaught today for a no-obligation consultation. That's Stan Vaught and Bob Bugg at Parks Auction. They'll handle everything online at parksauction.com.
We'll be at Laverne for the Laverne Stewart's Creek games. And then after that, we'll have another week of regular season play. Blackman versus Rockvale Tuesday the 6th, and Siegel Blackman on Friday the 9th. Then it's district tournament time. Inbounds to Siegel. Mac Moss down the floor, and a whistle and a foul. Cobb, that's 4 for Cobb. We're going to have some folks not in the game as we get to the end here, I would think, as the fouling is going on. Free throw by Moss, first one good.
Well, if you're Oakland, you don't want to foul Moss, and you don't want to foul Webb, and probably Melendez. So your only two choices would be Roth Clark and who's the other one? I'm missing one. Anyway,
Moss hit 1 of 2.
You get my point.
Chase Bandy with it. It's an 8-point lead. Bandy dumps it down low, finds Loper, lays it in. Loper with 6. Here's Carter, no look to Dorian Lyles from the left block.
Great pass, just great pass.
Wonderfully executed. Loper drives, goes up, and they're going to call a foul on Roth Clark, and his night is going to be done. So this comes with 1:03 to play. Three here in the fourth quarter, 3 fouls. At the free throw line is Loper. Oakland needs these. First one crawls over, hit the front of the rim and then rolled in. 7 for Loper. He'll have another. Second one is good. 62-56, 1 minute to play. Carter Webb fighting through 3 players to Santel. And Santel is going to be fouled by Avery Carter. Santel just came in, hasn't seen a lot of time. He comes in relief of Roth Clark. Santel went to the free throw line, hit 1 of 2 a moment ago. Both teams in the bonus, so there'll be 2 free throws the rest of the way, either side. Free throw, short from Santel. Carter going out, Cobb coming in.
Siegel struggling a little bit down the stretch here at the line.
If you're Oakland, you really need this rebound. Second free throw, good. Not going to matter. Santel hit the second one. Down quickly is Oakland. Bandy drives, puts up a wild shot, and is fouled by Dorian Lyles. These Oakland Siegel games never fail to bring fun and excitement. Lyles picks up his 3rd foul, and I think Siegel wants to time out to talk things over. We'll take it as well. 63-56, Siegel on top. 47 seconds left on State Farm Prep Sports.
Hello, my name is Colleen Clary, a mortgage loan officer with F&B Mortgage, a division of First National Bank of Middle Tennessee. Here at F&B Mortgage, we are dedicated to serving you and our community. We understand the challenges that are faced in today's economy when purchasing a home, and we are here to help guide you through the process every step of the way. Contact me today or visit our website at fnbmt.com. Member FDIC Equal Housing Lender, NMLS 401715.
Sir Pizza.
You in a hurry for dinner? Well, we've made it even easier to order online at sirpizzatn.com. Tap the location nearest you and begin your carryout or delivery order at sirpizzatn.com. You can choose from our full menu and we'll take care of the rest. A Queen's Feast is calling my name. Order Murfreesboro's favorite pizza online at sirpizzatn.com.
Sir Pizza, you made me love pizza again.
I'm State Farm Agent Dana Womack, and you're listening to Prep Basketball.
Chase Bandy steps to the free throw line. His first free throw is no good. Here's another from Bandy. It's in the air, good. Hit one of two. 63-57, 45 seconds. Melendez in the backcourt passes over, and before he does, he's fouled. The foul committed by Josh Wiley. So now Cadence Melendez going to the free throw line with 43 seconds. It's a 6-point lead, a 2-possession game. Make it a 7-point lead as Melendez hits a free throw. He'll have another. Cobb back into the game for Oakland. Another one for Melendez. In the air, good. Oakland down quickly. Loper back to Verge in the corner. Cobb, three. Back of the rim, no good. Verge with the rebound. Kicks it back out to Cobb. Cobb finds Verge in the corner. Now Loper, now Cobb, top of the key, 26 seconds. Drives, puts it up off the glass, no good. Rebound, Wiley puts it in. Josh Wiley with the bucket. Siegel up the floor, and Mac Moss is clotheslined almost by Josh Wiley.
That last possession by Oakland, I know they scored, but that may
Took
have
too long.
Yeah, that may have been the knife in the back there.
Well, one of the best free throw shooters on the team, Mac Moss, stands at the line for the Stars with 2 shots upcoming. First is good. He's had a very good game tonight, 15 for the senior guard. Second one on the way, and good. Bandy down the floor, 14 seconds. Pulls up for the long distance dial in, no good. Rebound Moss, and a jump ball. It belongs to Siegel. With 9.6 seconds, I think Dyron Birdwell just said no fouls. He did. Moss up the floor to Lyles. He's going to dribble around with it, and that should be it. Final score tonight. Siegel Stars remain unbeaten in district play. They move to 21-2 on the season, defeating the Oakland Patriots by a final score of 67-59. Stay tuned. We'll have scores on the scoreboard tonight. We'll have totals in this boys game. We'll recap the girls game for you as well when we come back at your Prentice Salsa Heating and Air post-game show on State Farm Prep Sports.
Hello friends, Lenny Farmer with Jennings & Ayers Funeral Home. More than I can count, we have taken care of families who were totally caught off guard with the passing of a loved one. There are so many details to tie up. It really can be overwhelming. Again, more than I can count are the comments from families who have pre-planned and pre-funded their or their loved one's funeral, saying, "I'm so thankful we took care of this ahead of time. It would have been a financial hardship hardship had we not. Let me help you pre-plan. Call me at 615-893-2422.
Roscoe Brown is seeking highly motivated HVAC plumbing apprentices to join our Next Tech Academy. If you're eager to become an HVAC technician or plumbing technician and want to improve your skills while learning new ones, this is your chance to launch your career. Roscoe Brown's Next Tech Academy is a program that offers you the benefits of being a full-time employee, all while learning and developing new skills.
Roscoe Brown.
RoscoeBrown.com.
This is a paid legal ad.
Hi, this is John Day of the Law Offices of John Day. I've lived and worked as a lawyer in Middle Tennessee for over 30 years, and to me, every single day has been an honor. That's why our firm is so involved with community programs like bicycle helmet giveaways and our Safe Ride Home program. At the Law Offices of John Day, we're not just looking to make donations. We want to make a difference in the community we hold so dear. And if you're ever injured, know that we are here for you too.
At State Farm, when home and auto work together as a team, you score and save money. I'm State Farm Agent Ron Reeves. Give me a call at 615-873-1700 and let's work together to win big by saving money on home and auto.
It's not just your home or car. I'm State Farm Agent Emerson Williams. We see your home and car as the time and memories that you put into it. Give me a call at 615-459-2683 and let me help you give them the protection they deserve.
We're talking now with Heather here at Carpets by Osborne. What are some of the advantages that Carpets by Osborne has?
Being a family business and being locally owned and operated, we do free estimates. We have our own subcontractors that work for our business. We will come out, look at your floor covering. Throughout the whole process, you deal with an individual. You're not passed off to different contractors. We handle it from start to finish.
Carpets by Osborne on Northwest Broad, next to Tire World.
Hi, this is Wade Hayes of Toots Restaurants. And 38 years ago, we introduced a half-pound burger to Murfreesboro, Tennessee, using our own ground beef recipe and a fresh Lewis Bakery's bun. Well, 38 years later, we're still serving you the same delicious, juicy half-pound burger.
Toots, good food and fun since 1985.
At Toots Restaurants, our quality has not changed.
Our portions have not changed.
Our products have not changed.
For more than 36 years, Wilson Bank & Trust has been proud to serve communities all across Tennessee. As an independent local bank, we provide banking products competitive with large banks, but delivered with personalized local service. Wilson Bank & Trust has been community-focused since 1987 and looks forward to many more. Discover the power of local community banking that truly makes a difference. Give us a call or come on by any of our local 30 locations or visit wilsonbank.com to learn more. Member FDIC.
I'm State Farm Agent Ron Reeves. You're listening to Prep Basketball.
We're back here for the Prentice Allsup Heating and Air postgame show from Oakland High School. Prentice Allsup Heating and Air services all major brands and in most cases offer same-day service. Rely on the Rheem Pro professionals at Prentice Allsup Heating and Air to keep your home or business comfortable year-round. Prentice Allsup Heating and Air. They're here in They're at PrenticeAllsup.com. They are great folks. I know you're not thinking about the hot summer ahead, and winter's not over either. Trust me. We're going to have some cold snaps down the stretch here, so make sure that you are comfortable in your home by calling our friends at Prentice Allsup Heating and Air. They're on West College Street. A score of interest, Riverdale leading Blackman 44-38 with about 3.5 minutes to go in that one. And I've been getting some scores from David Limbaugh on this game tonight. Riverdale has led every score update that he's given me tonight. So that one going down the stretch. If that game holds on and Riverdale wins that, that will be their first district win of the season and would be the 5 seed defeating the 2 seed if we were in tournament play. Blackman right now, their only district loss to Siegel. So we'll see if that holds up. We'll give you more scores in just a few moments. Got a few boys finals in, and most of the girls haven't heard from MTCS or PCA tonight, but got everything else. So we'll talk about that. Time to look at your Dr. Automotive players of the game here in this boys contest. And tonight for Oakland, and John, can you remember if Dyron said this was Bandy's first game back or if he was back last night?
I think he was back last night.
Okay. So Chase Bandy coming back with a bang, if you will. Chase, 13 points tonight. Now, he had 9 of those 13 in the first quarter, but I think he helps them offensively and defensively and in all parts of the game. He really gives them a different look. So Chase Bandy for Oakland, our player of the game. And you look at Siegel and you say, you know, Mac Moss had 16 points tonight, played a heck of a game. Cadence Melendez had a couple of threes. He played well. Dorian Lyles. But then you look at Carter Webb. He ended the night with 28 points.
It's hard to overlook it, isn't it?
Man, that kid can play.
Yeah.
And so Carter Webb is the player of the game for Siegel. From Dr. Automotive, who provide local car owners with excellent, A1, superb auto repair services. ASE certified mechanics and master mechanics at Dr. Automotive. Brothers Danny and Randy Brewer and their staff over at Dr. Automotive, they are equipped to serve any vehicle repair and maintenance needs. They're off Hazelwood Drive there in Smyrna. Online at autorepairsmyrna.com. You will not be disappointed. Told a friend of mine, he said, do you know a good local mechanic? And I told him about Danny. He went by and he said, you know what, it was the best experience that I've ever had. And that says a lot. This person had been to a couple of places and was not very happy, and said Danny and Randy did a very fine job. So a little testimonial there. As we look at our Craig's Tax Service keys to the game, John, Oakland just couldn't get over that hump, tonight.
No, and that's kind of been their I guess, nickname. I mean, they get through there and they get close, then they'll take a bad shot or they'll miss a free throw or like tonight, third quarter kind of hurt them with turnovers. They had 6 in the third quarter. That's almost as many as they had in the whole first half. So it's hard to keep momentum when you do those kind of things. They're a very talented team and they're very well coached. They've got to get over that hump though.
Well, it tells me, John, if they figure it out, they're close.
Yeah.
If they figure it out, they could be a very dangerous team to have to face in the tournament.
Well, they've probably played Siegel closer than anybody but Blackman, I guess, really.
Yeah.
I mean, in terms of the overall regular season. So,
well, one was
we'll
an overtime game, and then this one was 67-59. So, yep, we shall see. Well, that's look at your Craig's Tax Service keys to the game, and, the tax man cometh. And if you start looking at numbers and, I get cross-eyed when I start looking at numbers, so it's very confusing for me. So you need to get help with your taxes. I know I do, and I know the folks that you need to call. Craig's Tax Service. They specialize in personal and business tax preparation, financials, and bookkeeping services. You can call them at 890-2233. The Craig family at Craig's Tax Service, they will do it right. And a reminder that Sir Pizza sponsors our podcast online. So you can head to WGNSSports.com and tap on the Sir Pizza podcast button to download or listen back to any of our games, whether it be tonight's games or any recent games, or, gosh, you can go back years on the Sir Pizza podcast. And don't forget, if you're doing that and want to listen back to a game, be sure to order Sir Pizza to go along with it. Nothing better than a good Sir Pizza, and you can order that online now at SirPizzaTN.com. Carry out or delivery from their East Main, South Church Street, or Memorial Boulevard locations of Sir Pizza. Time now as we continue the Prentice Allsup Heating and Air postgame show to get the final stats in the boys' game and maybe a look at a few individual scoring stats and whatnot in the girls' game. And John will lead us off with some of that information.
Well, we'll start with the girls' game, won by Oakland 74-14. It was a tough night for the Lady Stars. Oakland was led by Alana Poole with 16 points. Khalees Bass had 2. Laura Cox with 9, 3 threes in the game. Murray with 6. Joy with 6. Nash with 4. Wisniewski had 5. Emma Lakes with 3. Seibert with 10. And Chloe Phillips had 13. So a really well-balanced attack for Oakland tonight. And Siegel was led by Izzy Hodge with her 6 points. In the boys' game, team stats look like this. Siegel was out-rebounded by Oakland 17-15. But Siegel shot 22 of 43 from the field for 51%. They had 4 threes. Oakland stayed right with them, 52% from the field, 22 of 42 and 9 threes tonight. That's probably their best output with threes tonight they've had all year. But here's the difference. Siegel went to the free throw line 25 times tonight and had 18 points from the free throw line for 72%. Oakland only got there 10 times, 7 of 10 for 70%. So that's a difference there in about 11 points, which is kind of close to the margin of victory there. Siegel had 9 turnovers, and Oakland had 15, another stat that hurt them immensely tonight in this game. Siegel led 19-16 at the end of the first quarter, 29-24 at half. They led at the end of the third by 9, 50-41, and they win it by 8, 67-59. Scoring looks like this for Siegel. Brian's already mentioned some of these. Mac Moss with 16 tonight. Carter Webb with 28 points. Santel had 2. Roth Clark with 3. Cadence Melendez with 9. Dorian Lyles had 8. For Oakland, Avery Carter with 11. Isaiah Verge had 7, including a 3. Brian Haggard with 5 points tonight. Yeshaya Cobb had 10 points. He had a really good night, too, 2 threes. Jaden Loper with 8. And Josh Wiley had 5. And where's Bandy? All the way down here, okay. Chase Bandy with 13 points. He had 4 threes on the night for Oakland.
Yeah, I didn't have Bandy on my sheet. Yeah, he hadn't played all year.
The final score now, 67-59. Siegel defeats Oakland. They gain a split as the Lady Patriots won going away tonight over the Lady Stars.
All right.
By the way, they're brought to you by, go ahead, Fan Seating and Air.
Winners Trophies.
Yeah.
JHA Company.
Yeah.
Josh Houston and Associates. All right, well, that will wrap things up here. John, we will be at Laverne on Friday as we kind of dip our toe into District 7 4A action with Laverne and Stewart's Creek. Looking forward to heading to Laverne for that. Should be a fun night. Lots of good games going on. Next week we'll have Tuesday and Friday games for you, and then tournament time after that. So looking forward to it as we approach 9 o'clock here on WGNS Murfreesboro, Smyrna. I guess that's going to wrap us up from here.
Yeah, I'll see you in the morning.
Yes, indeed.
Try to get there on time.
I will.
Okay.
As always.
No.
With about a minute 14 to play, Riverdale has a 9-point lead over Blackman in boys. So we may get the final here in just a second. A 9-point lead for Riverdale.
Big win if they can hang on.
Well, minute 14 to play. We'll see how that one hashes out. I don't know if we're going to get a final. That may be as close as we can get for you, but that's what we know right now. Let me start with girls' scores here tonight and tell you what we know. It was Oakland a winner over Siegel, 74-14. Blackman defeats Riverdale, 64-24 tonight. It was Stewart's Creek a win over Wilson Central, 63-51. Lebanon downs Smyrna 63-32. It was Cookeville a winner over Laverne 70-21. Eagleville picked up a game with Portland in girls and boys, and Eagleville girls defeat Portland 48-33. Tonight was going to be the night that they played Rockvale, and Rockvale, that would have been 4 games in 5 days for Rockvale, and they really didn't feel like that was going to be fair, and 3 of those would be district games. And so they decided not to play that game. Eagleville did pick up a game with Portland, 48-33. Eagleville the winner in girls in that one. And it was Tullahoma a winner over Central Magnet, 57-34. And that was a look at the girl scores. In boys, Siegel 67, Oakland 59, and a game I hope you enjoyed here on the radio this evening. Another final on the night, Lebanon 64, Smyrna 34. Last score we got out of Stewart's Creek and Wilson Central was a halftime score with Wilson Central leading 34-26. Another final in boys. Central Magnet defeats Tullahoma 69-62 this evening. And one more. With 1:14 to play in the fourth quarter, Riverdale 48, Blackman 39. All right. So that is a look at all of the scores that we have been able to parse out here this evening. And that's going to do it here for us tonight. Again, Friday night, it's Laverne versus Stewart's Creek from Laverne. Hope you'll join us. For John Dinkins, our producer, Jackson Smith, another great job back there at the station, Jackson. I'm Brian Barrett from Randy King Gymnasium at Oakland High School. So long until the next time we meet at the game.
Rutherford County's biggest sports events are on News Radio WGNS, FM 101.9, FM 100.5, AM 1450, streaming at WGNSSports.com, on our iPhone and Android apps, and always at the game.
Quick, convenient, efficient. 3 words that we all hope to experience when we do business. Our goal at JHA Company is to bring just that to an industry that's traditionally dictated to the customer when it's time to do business. Whether you're purchasing class pictures in a yearbook, class jewelry, a letter jacket, school spirit wear, or senior graduation products, we strive to make the experience quick, convenient, and efficient. Find out more at jhacompany.com. JHA, your one source for an unparalleled scholastic experience.
Dr. Automotive is the cure for your car. Brothers Danny and Randy Brewer have been providing Rutherford County with ASE certified auto repair for nearly 20 years. You'll receive courteous and friendly customer service every time. Why? Because we grew up here and you are our neighbors. Foreign and domestic auto repair and maintenance on Hazelwood Drive in Smyrna, just off I-24. SmyrnaAutorepair.com, 615-220-0971. Just ask for Danny.
I'm Ron Jordan. Murfreesboro City Schools will host a district-wide job fair from 9 to 11:30 Saturday, February 3rd at Black Fox Elementary. The fair is designed to introduce candidates to upcoming teaching and support staff openings. Black Fox is at 1753 South Rutherford Boulevard. The job fair will include teaching positions for the 24-25 school year. Additionally, applications will be accepted for classified positions such as cafeteria, transportation, extended school program, substitutes, and educational assistants. The MCSU staff members will be available to discuss job opportunities as well as assist with completing applications online. A 19-year-old was killed in a head-on crash that temporarily closed a portion of I-24 in Murfreesboro early Tuesday morning. Authorities reported 19-year-old Bianca Benford was traveling east on I-24 in a 2018 Nissan Altima when for some reason the vehicle crossed the median and struck a 2023 Nissan Rogue. Benford died in the crash and was not wearing a seatbelt. The 50-year-old driver of the Rogue was wearing a seatbelt and sustained injuries to the crash, but the extent of his injuries remain unknown. Former MTSU football coach Rick Stockstill has been hired at Florida State as Director of Scouting for Offense. FSU head coach Mike Norvell made the announcement on Monday. Stockstill coached 9 All-Americans, 47 first-term All-Conference performers, and 3 Conference Players of the Year at MTSU, as well as 6 NFL draft picks, including 2-time first-team All-Pro and current Philadelphia Eagles safety Kevin Byard. More news online at WGNSradio.com. I'm Ron Jordan reporting.
The Good Neighbor Network, on air and online at WGNSradio.com. Rutherford County's most trusted source for local news. CBS Radio News.
Condition, and the incident will be investigated. President Biden is not offering details, but says he has decided how to respond to the killing of 3 U.S. service members in a drone strike in Jordan. Mr. Biden does say of Iran and the groups it backs.
I do hold them responsible in the sense that they're supplying the weapons to the people who did it.
CBS's David Martin.
The president says he does not want a wider Middle East war. So that argues against hitting targets inside Iran. And that leaves you most likely with Iranian targets inside Iraq and Syria, Yemen as well.
A U.S. official tells CBS News the U.S. is sending additional air defenses to the base in Jordan that came under attack. She was a triple threat on stage, a singer, dancer, and actor.
Come on, babe, why don't we paint the town?
Chita Rivera, who recently turned 91, has died after a short illness. She earned the 1957 breakout role of Anita in West Side Story and appeared on Broadway into her early 80s. The two-time Tony winner also received in 2009 the Presidential Medal of Freedom. If you've been recently told you're fired, a college professor and author has some advice. More from CBS's Matt Piper.
Layoffs have been happening everywhere, but Stanford University professor Jeffrey Pfeffer says for those who are laid off, you don't need to make a drastic career change.
People's career is based upon a set of skills and a set of experiences. So what you need to do is find a different company, often in the same industry, that actually is more what I would call employee friendly. But there are still places like Southwest Airlines, which avoids layoffs, Toyota, which avoids layoffs.
He also says to get into the right headspace because layoffs are stressful. Matt Piper, CBS News.
Cases of syphilis are climbing. CBS's Alexander Tin with the numbers.
CDC now says that more than 203,000 cases of syphilis were reported in 2022. That is the most on record since the 1950s, before a broader rollout of penicillin was able to drive down rates of the sexually transmitted disease. Rates of syphilis have been climbing for more than a decade across the United States and now rank among some of the worst reported rates in the world.
Carlyle Group co-founder David Rubenstein has reportedly reached an agreement to buy the Baltimore Orioles for $1.7 billion. That according to a person with knowledge of the deal who spoke to the Associated Press. Rubenstein is a Baltimore native. This is CBS News.
Think O'Reilly Auto Parts for all your car care needs. Get the parts and service you need fast from the professional parts people at O'Reilly Auto Parts.
The possibility of lung cancer can be pretty scary, especially if you're one of approximately 8 million current or former smokers at high risk. That's why SaveByTheScan.org wants you to know that now there's a breakthrough low-dose CT scan that can detect lung cancer early, and it only takes 60 seconds. You stop smoking, now start screening. For an easy quiz to see if you're eligible, visit SaveByTheScan.org. It could save your life. SaveByTheScan.org is brought to you by the American Lung Association's Lung Force Initiative and the Ad Council.
You're all set with your Medicare prescriptions, Mrs. Brown.
This is not just low-cost copays at Walgreens.
I can actually help you set up 90-day refills if you want.
This is having a partner you can trust. Get low-cost copays, 90-day refills, and delivery from your neighborhood Walgreens. This is being independent. Together. Walgreens.
Restrictions apply. For details, see walgreens.com/pharmacy.
Good neighbor weather. Tonight we'll see mostly cloudy skies and a low of 34. Tomorrow, partly sunny skies and a high of 46. Wednesday night, we'll see partly cloudy skies and a low of 27 degrees. I'm staff meteorologist Patrick McMillan on News Radio WGNS. Right now it's 46.
Hi, this is Stan with Parks Auction Company, and by now you've probably heard our commercials and know that we are committed to helping you increase your investments. Call 896-4600 to set an appointment with me or one of my team members. That's 896-4600. Parks Auction Company. We handle everything.
Yes, the same kind of story that seems to come down from long ago. Two friends having coffee together when something flies by their window. It might be out on that lawn, which is wide, at least half of a playing field. Because there's no explaining what your imagination can make you see and feel. And your body wants nothing but to be hypnotized.
To talk to George Norrie, call the Wildcard line at 818-501-4109. The first-time caller line is 818-501-4721. To talk toll-free from east of the Rockies, call 800-825-5033. From west of the Rockies toll-free, call 800-618-8255. To reach George via Skype, use Skype name George 97313. Send George a text message anytime at 818-298-6255. 6521. This is Coast to Coast AM with George Norrie.
Stephen Bassett with us as we're talking about UFO disclosure, and we'll take your calls on Coast to Coast AM. Elections in Taiwan, North Korea on the brink, Iran increasing its aggression, lots of global instability as we plunge into primary season. And how have you sheltered your savings and retirement accounts from potential major setbacks to the economy? Well, it's not too late to diversify an old IRA or 401k into gold, and Birch Gold Group can help you with that. As opposed to many other investments, gold thrives in times of uncertainty, and it's an important part of diversifying your savings. It's part of our savings strategy, and here's how Birch Gold can help you make a part of yours. Birch Gold will help you convert an existing IRA or 401k into a tax-sheltered IRA in gold, and it doesn't cost you a penny out of pocket to do that. Simply text COAST to 989898 for a free info kit. With an A-plus rating with the Better Business Bureau, countless 5-star reviews, thousands of happy customers, I encourage you to arm yourself with the knowledge of diversification through precious metals. Text COAST to 989898 and claim that free info kit and protect your savings with gold today.
When disaster hits and the power goes out, are you going to be one of the victims or are you going to be prepared? Traditional generators are noisy, stationary, and require expensive gasoline, making them potentially dangerous. That's why I created the Patriot Power Generator from 4 Patriots. Now when the power goes out, you'll be ready, using the endless free power of the sun to power your lights, TV, medical equipment, and even your fridge. And unlike gas generators, the Patriot Power Generator is fume-free, portable, and completely silent, so it's perfectly safe to use indoors, and it never needs gas, ever. Go to PatriotPower4.com to learn more. That's PatriotPower4.com. With the recent storms, we've had to double production to keep up with demand, so order now while we still have stock. Order today and we'll include a free solar panel plus free shipping. Go to PatriotPower4.com now. That's PatriotPower4.com.
And welcome back to Coast. George Norrie with you, along with Stephen Bassett, and your calls this hour. Stephen, do you think they'll ever come clean on the 1947 Roswell case?
Well, yeah, in a disclosure, a post-disclosure revealing and coming forward, that'll all be confirmed. However, it got a little muddy recently because there's been another development, George, which is notable. And that is, again, the pushback is not over. They managed to reduce that bill to its basics, take all the powers out, including eminent domain. And then something else happened. The director of Aero resigned, Dr. Sean Kirkpatrick.
That's right.
And he didn't go quietly. He was angry. And so after he left, he wrote a piece in the Scientific American, which I have to say he's going to regret. And it's unfortunate that he did this. He then did some podcasts. He actually went on and did an interview with Peter Bergman of CNN. And this is very awkward, and I have a lot of empathy here. But essentially, what Kirkpatrick said to the interview with Scientific American and also with Peter Bergen, who then wrote an article, one of the worst I've ever read on this subject. Peter Bergen, CNN. It's easy to find. It's called Opinion, the Actual Hidden Truths About UFOs. Essentially, there's only two ways to explain what just happened with Dr. Kirkpatrick.
Did he flip out?
Well, there's only two ways I can explain what happened. One, that he was brought into this to direct this program, that he didn't have that much understanding about this issue. It's all right. It's going to be an important program.
That happens.
And he was brought in. and thinking that this is all being set up. Arrow is being set up to study this issue and get to the bottom of it and get information and what have you, so we could find out what's going on with this phenomena. And, of course, that is not what is happening. And I've given, probably 100 interviews in just the last 7 months, but almost 2 years now or longer. I've been giving out the same message over and over again, and I cannot say it often enough. I just wish I could get on some of the main news shows, but they're just not calling anymore. And that's this. Everything that has been happening, the legislation, right? The briefing of the members of Congress, the creation of the UAP task force, which eventually becomes ARROW, the setting up of a UFO study group at NASA. Everything that is happening has nothing to do with trying to find out what this phenomena is. Nothing. Zero. Nada. Nichavo. Zilch. Bupkis. Nothing. What is happening here is they're setting up all of the infrastructure, laws, getting up to speed, creating an ARROW. All of this is being set up in lieu of disclosure. In other words, if the president is ultimately, as they know he will, have to come forward and confirm the ET presence or the non-human presence, whether he's first or whether he has to follow Xi Jinping, the world is going to be on fire. The American people are going to be all over the government. They're going to want to know everything. The journalists are going to go nuts. And if they don't have all this in place, it's going to be chaos. What are they going to do?
Absolute chaos.
So they have to prepare for it. But the problem they face is they can't tell us that. They can't say, okay, we're setting up ARROW because there's a non-human intelligence here, and we're going to have to tell you more about it pretty soon, but we want to be all ready to handle that. No, they can't do that, because that basically is disclosure, and they can't do that. And so they've had to set it all up, acting as if we're going to finally find out what's going on here. And, of course, the people that know this issue know it's nonsense, but the general public doesn't know that. Fine. And so they're lying to get out from under a much bigger lie to good purpose, and I appreciate that. I understand why they have to do it that way. But it creates a lot of confusion and cognizant dissonance, to say the least, all right? And so, in other words, just to make this point, David Grush confirmed we have non-human tech. Chuck Schumer confirmed we have non-human tech. The defense contractors, because they tried to gut the eminent domain, confirmed we have non-human tech. Pretty soon the only person that isn't acknowledged we have multiple saucers in our underground facilities being investigated will be the president. I mean, this is very, very awkward. Of course, it wasn't supposed to be this way because Grush was not expected. He came out of nowhere, though they knew it might happen, and so, hey, he advanced the process. Good on him. So if Kirkpatrick was brought into that, it wasn't to find out anything. It was basically to be the mayor of a Potemkin village that had to be set up that wouldn't become a real village until after disclosure. And so he's going through this and he's doing that and whatever, and not much is happening. And he's getting frustrated. And there's one other aspect of it, and we've seen this with a number of people. When you have these high-level government individuals with substantial careers and PhDs or whatever, working in intel, working in government in any way, they don't do social media. They want nothing to do with it. Right? That's the last thing they want. And then get into this issue, like he did when he became the director of ARROW. Say hello, Dr. Kirkpatrick, to social media. And they don't know how to deal with it. They can't handle it. They can't believe people are saying certain things about them. They have wonderful careers. They're outstanding people. They're very accomplished. And you've got idiots on the Internet calling them this and calling them that. It's unbearable. And he had to put up with that for a year. And so after a year of this, he's had enough. And so he comes out and basically decides, I'm going to be the Edward Condon of the 21st century. I don't think he knows that he's doing that, but that's kind of what it is. That's the one explanation, saying, look, there's nothing really to this. There's a bunch of Kampala true believers that have been putting all this together for years. The statements he made in Scientific American and the statements made by Peter Bergen in this CNN piece are the most asinine, ridiculous, ignorant, stupid stuff I have seen in 25 years.
Jeez.
And I've seen a lot, okay? But it's coming at the end. It's the Hail Mary pass. Somehow we got to stop this. It ain't going to stop. And so the only other explanation is that he was brought in specifically to do this. Come on in, Dr. Kirkpatrick. We want you to be the head of ARROW for a year, and then we want you to quit and tell everybody there's nothing to it. like Dr. Condon. Dr. Condon and the Condon Report, 1969.
University of Colorado, right?
Exactly. And they go to him and say, why don't you do a report here? And basically we want you to conclude there's nothing to this issue so we can shut all this stuff down. And that's exactly what he did. It was a disgrace he disgraced himself and he disgraced the University of Colorado, which hasn't yet apologized for that. And though they're getting a better football team, that's not enough. And so it took years to find out that Condon really was a con, right? Literally.
How will they explain how 70 years of denial? How will they do that?
It's national security. It was all national security. We had to protect you. The Cold War, the nuclear threat, all of that. This was simply a destabilizing factor that we had to maintain. Plus, we need to study the tech. There's potential, ET tech wars, tech races that could be going on. Whatever. It's all national security. And the millennials and the Gen Zs will say, fine. But there's a certain number of people of an age that are going to go, that's not so good. But overall, they'll get over it. They will get over it. But, boy, they don't want to do it. And so Kirkpatrick, by doing this, has handed every Internet, skeptic out there some stuff to work with, and they're going to be doing their little things, whatever they do. It's kind of a setback. But what they did in '69, for those that have forgotten, is that after those years, going from 47 to 69, they were fed up with the government, the people's interests. We wouldn't stop. We pushed it. We were constantly at them. And they set up Project Blue Book, which was designed simply to satisfy the people's needs, to see them doing something. There was no way it was ever going to conclude the ETs were real. It was essentially a fraud, though it did a lot of work. And Alan Hynek did a lot of work. But he was starting to realize the whole thing was bogus.
Yeah, he became a believer at the end.
Exactly. Well, he became convinced of the truth. And so they're set up, and they said, we got to get out from under this. And it's '69. There is no Internet. There's no social media. They got control. And what did they do? They set up the Condon Report. Once that comes out, they use that to close down Blue Book. And there's nothing there. It's time to close it down.
And they
did.
Wasn't
enough.
And they did.
They did. But they also had NICAP. NICAP was a very important organization with thousands of high-level members, and it was actually digging into this issue. It was doing significant work. That had to go. So they took over NICAP. The board took it over, CIA guys. They were known to be CIA guys, and they just suddenly decided to do the CIA thing. And so they basically destroyed NICAP. Now, it went on for a couple of years under life support, but they were done. They're thinking, man, we're free. Now, the people are going to go away. This issue is going to finally be under control, and we'll get back to it in a couple of decades when we feel like it. But that's not going to happen. And what happened is that in '69, another organization immediately springs up to replace NICAP, and that's MUFON. And now MUFON is in its 54th year. MUFON is bigger than ever. MUFON has got a major media program going. That's run by Ron James, doing a fantastic job.
They're in every state.
Absolutely. They've also hired a big-time lobbying firm. The kind that actually pays the lobbyists, and they're up on the Hill lobbying. MUFON is now a major player. Now, it took 54 years. The point is, it wasn't going to work, but they did it. And so this has that quality about it. Kirkpatrick is basically said there's really nothing to this. CNN is stupid enough to jump on that. And, of course, some of the articles, and I'm chronicling all of this, for people that it takes me about 3 hours to describe what's happened in the last 7 months. But if you want to see it for yourself, go to my website, paradigmresearchgroup.org, go to resources, go down to Print Media Archive, click on that, click through to the archive. In the last 2 years, over 2,000 articles have been curated by me. That's out of 4,000 articles. So these 2,000 articles, the most ever being turned out by the media on this subject, everything that I'm talking about is being covered in the media in detail, everything, going all the way back to Grush, right, and forward and before. The last 3 years have been a huge amount of media coverage, and it's all there, and you can kind of read it there, all right? And so some of the articles, though, are starting to pick up on this little twist. And they're reaching down in their graphic archives, and they're pulling up the stupid photos, the dumb ones, and they slap that on the article. And it's like we just stepped back 25 years. That's okay. They'll get through this, all right? But let me be clear. There is no way in hell this disclosure process, which is being validated every day by people like Chuck Schumer and others, is going to end and stop. There is no way. they are going to lose this, right? As I said once in a podcast, they've already been defeated. They just don't know it yet. So those that want to hold out to the last dog dies, meaning you're not getting that technology from me and I'm not giving you any files, you're going to have to bring the Third Army down here. Don't. Relax. Go with it. The world has already figured this out. Now, the defense contractors, of course, had plans to make tons and tons of money from that tech that they developed and the scientific knowledge they got. And so they had a very monetary interest in gutting that bill. It wasn't just national security. And I can appreciate that. Am I overly sympathetic? No, not really. The fact is that eminent domain is not taking the stuff away with a bunch of stormtroopers. It simply says if we want it, we will take it and compensate you for the common good. Or we might not take it. You can have it. Or we might take it and cut deals with you, and you'll still benefit from it. But they don't want any of that. They want total control of it. Well, they're not going to get it, right? So they need to grow up and understand.
Let's take some calls for you, Stephen.
75 years, it's over.
Let's start with Harris in Casa Grande, Arizona, west of the Rockies. Harris, welcome to the program.
Casa Grande. Hello.
Hi, Harris. Nope, nobody's there.
Oh. I talked too long, George. I'm sorry.
That's all right.
We lost somebody.
Let's go to Mayat in New York. Welcome to the program. Hi, Mayat.
Yes, good morning. Still hitting it out of the park, George. We have you on the gold standard moving toward platinum. But, Stephen, I first have a suggestion and a possible excellent guest for George. And then I guess it'll be a brief three-part question. I'll listen over the air. But first, let me suggest that everybody look into Dr. Gabor, Dr. Mate Gabor. He is someone who is in touch with the elders who live up into the centennials, because regarding memory, they look at their memory as improving, okay? So you're doing just fine. Love and appreciate your work. But the first part of my question has to deal with, you're giving us some thumbnail sketch as to some of your overview as to the various agendas. And I'd like to mention two books. One has to do with, he's done more than one book, but with Len Cassin's work, where a couple usual UFI guys were dismissive one night on that, but Whitley Strieber had a different take and said, no, you can't, didn't miss that Journey to Serpico and a number of other books. And the last part is, what are your thoughts? Because I'm fascinated by this book. It's called The Extraterrestrial Species Almanac. George actually does the blurb at the beginning on this, and it's the ultimate guide to greys, reptilians, hybrids, and Nordics by Craig Campobasso, Campobasso. And it's just so fascinating. I think they use remote viewing and some other means. Yeah. But if you're familiar with those two books, and George usually has my questions, I'll listen over the air. Thank you again for your work.
Just a little reaction. Go ahead, Stephen.
Well, I have Len's book. Len's a great guy. He's written some good stuff. I have his book in my library right here. Craig Campobasso is a member of the Hollywood Disclosure Alliance. So she's paying attention. She's keeping up. God bless her.
He's on it.
Yeah.
Since we've been doing this, are we going to have a great 2024, Stephen?
Well, it comes down to this, George. We have this little blip with Dr. Kirkpatrick, which is regrettable, but we'll get over it pretty quickly. We've got to have disclosure as soon as possible. And in order to have that, we've got to have the Senate Intel Committee hearings we've been promised, the big ones, the big deal.
Yes.
20 witnesses a whole week, millions of people watching, and they can't pull the trigger on it. And I kind of know why, because every week something grotesquely awful happens. The world is a dangerous place, and what can you do? And then there's also the fact that the political situation in the United States is off the charts, out in left field. I don't know what's going on. It's just in places I never thought we'd ever be, and there's an election starting, and so I'm sure they're all sitting there trying to calculate the election impact, the political implications, whatever. And I'm suggesting just put all of that aside and just get it done. Why? 2 reasons. I pay attention to the news. There are downsides to it, like really coming to understand just how close we are to the end. We have never been closer to nuclear war than we are now. Things are just getting out of control in so many places.
They don't stop.
Absolutely. And I have said many times, I believe that the engagement by the ETs is very much connected to the nuclear weapons, and that disclosure may lead to open contact, and that may lead to resolution of the nuclear weapons issue. But whatever happens, whatever awful thing is going to happen next that might be capable of triggering a nuclear war, and there's so many things, particularly a terrorist tactical nuke attack or something like that. Let's get disclosure out of the way so it happens in the post-disclosure world.
Sooner than later, Stephen. We're going to come back and take final calls next.
To find out where George Norrie's speaking, go to the coasttocoastam.com website, scroll down to the bottom, and click George's calendar.
Issues? There's someone local you can talk to. Financial Coaching Radio with certified financial planner Jason Qualls. Weekdays at 4 on News Radio WGNS. Now an update from the WGNSradio.com News Center.
I'm Ron Jordan. Blue Angels Captain Jeff Coos of Smyrna was killed in a plane crash during the 2016 Navy Blue Angels training at the Great Tennessee Air Show. In 2018, a retired Blue Angel aircraft and a replica of Jeff's plane were placed across from the Smyrna-Rutherford County Airport to remember his life. Smyrna city leaders and families decided to continue building on his legacy with a scholarship fund through donations from the annual Top Gun Night Run. A new study found that Tennessee has one of the highest smoking rates in the nation. The report says an average of 18% of adults in Tennessee have either smoked 100 cigarettes in their lifetime, smoked daily, or smoked sometimes. To gather the numbers, America's Health Rankings analyzed data from the Centers for Disease Control. The numbers show Tennessee has the third highest percentage of smokers, coming in just points behind Arkansas, and at the top of the list, West Virginia. A 68-year-old man went to the Truist Bank in Brentwood on Mallory Lane. Now, according to an arrest affidavit, 30 seconds later, a man now identified as 32-year-old DeAndre Robinson followed him in. Robinson made no banking transactions and left the bank about 2 minutes later. When the man left a few minutes after Robinson, the affidavit says a masked man brandishing a gun demanded the man's money. When the senior didn't comply, the suspect then pistol whipped the victim in the head multiple times, ultimately stealing his bank envelope. Later, at the Truist Bank on Whites Creek Pike in Jolton, surveillance footage shows Robinson following a 91-year-old woman into the bank. When the woman left the bank, 2 men wearing masks and armed with guns chased her and knocked her to the ground before stealing her cash. News on demand at WGNSradio.com. I'm Ron Jordan.
The Good Neighbor Network, on air and online at WGNSradio.com. Rutherford County's most trusted source for local news.
Shop your favorites at Dillard's, JCPenney, Rue 21, Hot Topic, and more. Grab a bite at Crab Fever, Sam's Sports Grill, Olive Garden, or Miller's Ale House. With more than 60 retailers, you're sure to find something that you'll love at Stones River Town Center. Find them on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram for style tips, upcoming events, and sales information. Stones River Town Center, off Old Fort Parkway in Murfreesboro. Shopping centered on you. Online at shopstonesriver.com.
This is Amanda at Animal City. Come shop with my family here at 919 Northwest Broad Street in Murfreesboro. Did you know that dogs have a unique nose print, much like our fingerprint? Here at Animal City, you can find your pet a present as unique as they are. Whether your dog is a power chewer, a gentle senior, An infamous squeaker killer, or a 2-pound lap princess, we have the right toy for your baby here at Animal City. Come see us at Animal City, 919 Northwest Broad Street in Murfreesboro.
This is a paid legal ad.
You've probably heard it a million times. If you're injured, call a lawyer. And you probably haven't because you don't know how much it will cost, how long it will take, or even if you have a case. At the law offices of John Day, we provide a free initial consultation because we understand that folks don't want to pay a lawyer only to find out they don't have a case. If you think we can help, we do so on a contingency basis, which means we only get paid if you do. Seriously injured? Call me, John Day.
Good neighbor weather. Tonight we'll see mostly cloudy skies and a low of 34. Tomorrow, partly sunny skies and a high of 46. Wednesday night, we'll see partly cloudy skies and a low of 27 degrees. I'm staff meteorologist Patrick McMillan on News Radio WGNS. Right now it's 44.
Folks, I hope you listen in every Sunday night at 8 o'clock to the Edwin Lee Raymer Show. We'll talk about some local politics, national politics, all types of topics, all types of guests. That's 8 o'clock Sunday night, Edwin Lee Raymer Show. Talk to you then.
To talk to George Norrie, call the Wildcard line at 818-501-4109. The first-time caller line is 818-501-4721. To talk toll-free from east of the Rockies, call 800-825-5033. From west of the Rockies toll-free, call 800-618-8255. To reach George via Skype, use Skype name George97313. Send George a text message anytime at 818-298-6521. From the City of Angels, this is Coast to Coast AM with George Norrie.
Next hour, Dane Wigington joins us to talk about geoengineering and the strange weather patterns we've been having. And we'll come back in a moment with Stephen Bassett and take your final calls on Coast to Coast AM. And, of course, those of you who have had some difficulties with our apps, you don't have to worry about that anymore.
No, you don't. This is exciting. We've launched a new version of the Coast to Coast AM app. It has some great new features, such as you can get free paranormal podcasts. You can get the best of Coast to Coast AM, the audio. You can download it. And you have the ability now to view the app in the dark, which is pretty cool. So if you're in the dark listening, you can do that. And you'll want to remember now, this is important, that the downloads on the app have been moved over to the account section. So if you haven't had a chance to upgrade, now's the time. Get the new version. All you need to do is look for it under Coast to Coast AM in your Apple or Google store. And what about our insiders, George?
Insiders, of course, can join up for only 15 cents a day.
I love being a Coast Insider. I travel a lot. I can always have my shows. I download them on my podcast and never miss a thing. And every show I learn at least one thing.
Hey, this is Buck. I'm a Coast to Coast Insider, and I'll tell you what, it's a great thing for me. Here in West Virginia, we get inundated with snow. But it doesn't matter as long as we have our provisions. I've got 5 years of coast-to-coast programs to play.
Couple ways you can sign up to be an insider. You go to our website, coasttocoastam.com. Right at the top, it says Insider. Click that, you're in. The other way is through the app. Download the app, put it on your phone. As Tommy just told you, it's all updated right now. And once you have it updated on your phone, click Profiles and Subscriptions, and you can sign up that way. And if you live in Canada now, you can be an insider, so take advantage of that. Now, here's something for you to stay in shape.
If you're looking to lose some weight, learning the science of weight loss versus just counting calories is the true secret to Weight Magic drops and capsules. Here's product creator Dan Putnam to explain how insulin management is the key.
Everything for weight loss has been focused on eating less calories. What a lot of people don't realize is one of the most important things controlling insulin levels. When we eat, it's going to first go through the liver, then it goes to the muscles. Anything more than that, then it